me see when he said that.
Hey, everybody, we're all on.
Yeah.
So
Oh, hi.
I just went straight to it. So how's everybody doing out there? They were all talking behind the scenes and everything, so I figured I'd just go, and then they're going, So welcome to episode 13. It's been a while. So
too long.
Yeah, it has been too long. And maybe, it depends. We'll see. There's still an outstanding question out there. We might do episode 14 next week, but we'll see. Maybe a week from now. I think most people are available, but we'll see. No official announcement on that yet. So watch the Discord for that. So with that, I will do the episode recap like we usually do. And then we'll go from there. All right. Episode 12. Those glass apples sure are beautiful, but they cut the shit out of your mouth when you chew on them. Yes, it's been quite a while since we played episode 12, but since the first half of episode 12 was pretty much the recap of episode 11, this shouldn't take too long. But first, to make sure everyone is up to speed after the long break, we'll back up a bit as a reminder of what the party has been up to. In the beginning, there was darkness, and then someone flipped a light switch and the whole universe lit up like a Christmas tree. Wait, I went a little too far back. Okay, here we go. Back in episode 11, the Collector asked the party to go talk with Don Orcleone because he believes that Don is protecting a defector from the Crimson Reaper. The Collector can't go himself because after that crazy night in Vegas, the Collector and the Don don't talk about. They agreed to keep their distance from each other. The Collector thinks that the defector might have some information that could be useful in their hunt to figure out who the Crimson Reaper is and how to get to him. He also has the information that some assassins are after the defector. The party goes to talk to Don Orcleone, who agrees that their interests are aligned. Don Orcleone. He tells them that the defector is at the Don's glass apple orchard a couple hours outside the city. They agree to go rescue the defector. At the beginning of episode 12, the party departs Bloodstone's End. After a couple hours, they find the pathway that leads to the orchard. They make their way up the path, and upon arriving at the gatehouse, they are greeted by an operative, the steward of the orchard, who tells them that they are expected and to please come with him. The party is skeptical and begins asking some questions. Well, since this operative wasn't much of an actor, he's like, you know what, fuck off. And let's two crossbow bolts loose at the party. At the same time, two additional operatives come around the corner of the gatehouse and combat ensues. After defeating this group of operatives, the party decides to investigate the gatehouse a bit. At the same time, Kalon decides to show off his new dragon mount and goes striding around the back of the gatehouse, where he is attacked by more waiting operatives. At that point, the rest of the party hears what's happening, makes their way out and around the gatehouse to help out Kalon. It turns out that there were 4 more operatives here who put up a good fight with the party, but were eventually defeated. At this point, Kalon didn't go wandering off anymore, and the party decided to investigate the main house, which was right in front of them. Once inside, they took some time and searched the entire house. There didn't seem to be anyone inside. However, in the kitchen pantry, they found a trap door in the floor. They successfully lifted it without being detected and looked inside. It was a staircase down to the cellar. In the cellar, they saw 2 more operatives and the person that looked like their leader and had marks on his hands, symbols unknown to the party. They also noticed a person who must be the defector, and it was none other than their old friend and handler, the halfling Fizzle Penthollow. At the sight of Fizzle, the party was like, fuck these bastards, and stealthily attacked them. During the combat, the party managed to get Fizzle out of the cellar. After a lengthy battle, they were able to defeat the 2 operatives and the marked man. However, as requested by the Collector, they only incapacitated the marked man and then used the device they were given to teleport him out. When we last left our heroes, they were exhausted, but were about to catch up with their old handler, Fizzle. And now to the action at hand. All right. Short episode recap that time. So, you guys were, really, you're there in the basement, in the cellar, right? You just tell where you got 2 data operatives. Fizzle was, you pulled him upstairs into the pantry or, the kitchen or wherever that was right there. And yeah, that's where you're at. So.
trying to remember what my health was. Realizing now I don't have my character sheet up. That's what...
Your health's at 39. At least I think. Let's see. Yeah. So, what are you doing?
Trying to remember.
Yeah, we kind of got there.
I
Hit rocked a little
teleported.
bit.
I teleported Fizzle out up top, correct?
You guys
We
just moved.
teleported.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you moved him up top, right? Like out of the way of the
Yeah.
combat, which was down in the cellar. So the assumption is he's still
Yeah,
right
you-
upstairs.
Teleported him to me. I cut him loose from the chair and I threw him up and I told him to go to the dragon.
Okay. I think I went upstairs with him.
Yeah.
Because I'm up. Yeah. All right.
You are up there, yeah.
You fucked off. You were like, I'm done.
And everyone else is downstairs, right?
Did
Because
my
I had to
bit.
leave. I remember having to leave early from this fight, so I don't.
We're like literally surrounding the assassin.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
he
we didn't
um,
kill him.
yeah.
If you've got Owlbear up, you can go all the way to the right and you'll see.
We already
the red, like,
teleported him
red-
out.
You did.
Yeah,
all the way
we
to
put
the
the
right.
ring on him.
So he's
we
gone.
hope- Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
So
he's done.
like we're just chilling. I'm gonna like
wait,
leave
where-
the base. I'm gonna actually just look around the basement and see what's here. Like what's here
All
and
right,
what's
the
on this
map's
table.
not showing.
Like
Hang on a second. Let
Where's
me
my-
get the
where's
map
my
going
character?
because, of course, it's going to be difficult for me. Dun, 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 dun.
Is he
Oh,
under somebody?
yeah, Tumnus about that. When you left last session, we accidentally killed your character.
That's
Oh.
right.
Yeah, so sorry we didn't tell
Kalon's
you.
All right,
bloodthirst.
guys. Well, it was fun. I'll catch you guys later.
Let's see. Studio mode. One
just
second.
the sword, man. It was itching for you.
Come on.
That old sword.
Why isn't this working?
The old.
Yeah, can we do the classic search the bodies and stuff too?
Is my snake still out? 'Cause I
yeah,
remember
one
summoning
second.
A giant
Yo,
python.
what?
For some
Yeah,
reason, I
it's not-
can't.
Did I stutter?
I
Check
know
the
why.
art channel, mate.
I know why I can't bring it up. Because it's the one thing I forgot to start
Oh
before
my
the
God.
stream.
It's out,
so
but it's also in.
One second.
You know.
Ew.
gotta start
Lord
something.
have mercy. I'm sweating.
Papa Molly, dude.
Yeah, if you want to, whoever's searching the bodies, you can roll investigation checks or whatever.
Sure, sure.
Not that it matters. You have a lot of time.
Well, that's a 5.
5.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Said perception.
Guidance.
I also
I give guidance.
I also rolled a 5, but I get a plus 10
Eight.
to investigation, so 15.
All right.
Sheesh.
Holy shit.
Yeah, on there you
That's your investigation.
I'm smart.
you find
Yeah,
like
I've-
this.
I have expertise.
You find like the standard what do you call it? Like just standard equipment that they would be using, and we'll show the seller on the stream right now. But with that 15, you also find like one of the operatives has a little pouch hidden in his belt, and it's got about 40 gold in it.
Okay.
I'll take that.
What's on the tables on the right?
Those are like shelves with just like pantry, like food and just things like that. Now a lot of it is messed up because of the combat. You know, a lot of it's just been tossed off the shelf and everything. But yeah, this is like it's really just a cellar where they would, you know, it's kind of a cold cellar where they would have extra, you know, food stores and everything like that for the kitchen and the pantry up above.
I'm gonna like find some like beaten up food, maybe some salted meat or whatever, and just eat it.
Yeah, cool.
There's only a little blood on the.
Right,
corner, that's
just getting the
fine.
operatives out of the
That's fine.
way, you know.
I mean, he does drink
That's-
blood wine.
Blood
so I
wine,
think
yeah.
that's
I was
fine.
gonna
Listen.
say, yeah, all good.
I thought
That's
blood
a
wine
little
wasn't
extra
actually
iron
made
in your
from blood.
diet.
Technically, it is. Yeah, we had that comment. Yeah, we figured
Oh,
it
we
out.
did have that. Okay.
Yeah.
well-
Wait, blood wine does have blood in it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, hell
that's
yeah.
good.
Now,
Oh yeah.
while you're doing this, and Kalon, you're kind of standing there, and you're doing this, and you get this wave, this feeling over you, just Kalon. And you can tell it's from the blade. And you can now sense like a second, like a rhythm under it from what you've sensed before, right? Like you were in combat and you were doing these things and you felt it ever since you had this blade kind of pulling at you, right? You know, wanting to attack, like pulling you in that direction. And it's like the pulse of that has become stronger, right? and it's not subtle like it used to be. And it's almost like it feels like a heartbeat, but it's almost like not yours. And it's faster, and it's, you know, when you kind of rest your hand on the hilt, you know, there's like it like, you can feel the blade like leans into your hand, and it's like a weight there, right? And this isn't like pain, but you just feel this like, you know, it's at the same time it's compelling. There's like a slight wrongness to it, and you feel this coming from the blade.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, my back's to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you have to be pretty perceptive to even notice me noticing this, because I mean, you know, eat my fucking dried sausage. So, yeah. But I'm just gonna basically have my I'm eating, and then I feel it, and I just like look down, and I like have my hand on the hilt.
Yep.
And I think I just kind of like 1,000-yard stare like into the wall for a moment as I just try and like sort of hone in on that heartbeat and try and make sense of it in my head.
Yeah.
I have passive perception of 19.
A passive
that-
perception of
is that enough?
17.
Go ahead and, I mean, he's standing there. I don't know if you're trying to hide it, Kayla.
I'm not like I'm not. Yeah, I'm trying to be discreet. I mean, like I think because I remember the last fight, Kalon got pretty overwhelmed and angry in the fight, and damn near almost murdered the dude.
Yeah.
So when we were
Yeah.
literally not supposed to, and he knew that.
Yeah.
So I think after that, he's not going to just be like angry stomping around. He's gonna try and be like, oh shit, I don't want these guys to just like think I'm some like loony tune. Like I'm gonna like lock in and like try and like get back to like,
Not some
you know,
Looney
myself for a moment. So as soon as I start feeling this, it's kind of like, oh no, like chill, stop, like
Yeah.
not again, relax.
So just real quick, make a stealth check.
Also, Den, could you bring my character down in here? I don't know where it went.
It was a stealth check of 11.
11. So anybody who's got a passive perception above 11 or 11 or above, above 11, you notice the reaction. And yeah, give me a second. Will.
Thanks. I think I'm gonna. With a passive
Everyone sees you.
Yeah.
He's
I
just
mean,
standing there. He's just standing in their corner, being like, "No,
Let's see,
no,
where-
don't do it, not again." Just like
shut,
talking to
shut
himself.
your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah, you're back on the stream or on the screen now. So
Thank you.
Yep.
Just looking at the sword like, no, no, no.
I think A1's been just almost like peripherally keeping an eye on Kalon and what he does with that sword. I think with a passive perception of 17, I think he'll notice that being off,
Mhm.
and he's just gonna look over to Josie and be like, I think I'm gonna go upstairs and just check on Wes and see how he's doing. I'm just gonna slowly walk by and head upstairs.
All right.
I don't even like even
Just-
pay it. Like
Just gone.
as you walk by, you're like probably very like, "Ugh," whereas literally Kalon's still like just staring at the wall.
Is your hand still on the hilt of the sword? I think Kat's gonna come over and just like not gonna talk loudly, gonna try to be stealthy about it too, to not draw attention to it, because he's obviously nervous. And she's just gonna lay her hand on top of your hand on the hilt and be like, "You okay?"
As you put your hand on on my hand, you almost feel like it's shaking, like very, very. It's almost like a vibration more than a shake. It's not like I'm like this. It's almost like I'm not. It's like almost like a phone that's ringing in my hand, and then you put your hand on that,
Ooh.
and you can feel like the buzz of something. So like, and then as you do that, he's kind of just he's gonna like snap out of it and look down and be like, yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. And he's gonna take his hand off and kind of wipe his like hand, it's almost like he's like wiping something off his hands on his like like clothing, and then he's gonna like turn around and like look around, and then just like kind of like scuttle out of the room and go upstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Grab a sausage as well. Head out
Nice.
for the road, you know?
Sausage for the road. All right. So you guys are all upstairs, and if you go back to the middle of the map, you can kind of see that. So we'll assume, I don't have a token for him, but we'll assume Fizzle is there with you, right? So what, and obviously, you know, he's the defector, right? That Don Orcleone said, protect him, and when you're done with him, bring him back to me. The collector said, go rescue him. Obviously, you might have questions. I'm sure he wants to greet his old, you know, companions and meet their new friend.
Yeah, would I be able to do a cure wounds on him? Because after the fight, I just went upstairs because I knew he was hurt. I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to get this man healed.
Yeah, and I mean, he is beat all to hell. I mean, he's got, you know, one eye swollen shut. He's got blood dripping. I mean, he's really hurting. So yeah, you could definitely do that.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last second level to give him the max healing I can. So
Okay.
where are my d8s? La la dee da la. And where's my other one? So it's 4d8. So no. Okay, well, that's lost to the void. 21 healing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. You see him, he just kind of, he was in pain, and just, you see it took the pain away, and you see some of the swelling and stuff just goes down. He's still got some cuts and scrapes and everything, right? But he's in much better shape. He's in gooder shape. He's in much better shape now. So, he's still, you can tell he's still exhausted, right?
Yeah.
So, and he looks, he kind of looks at, assuming everyone is around there, he kind of looks over, and he looks at everybody, and kind of, you know, makes eye contact, at least with the one eye at the time. And then once you healed them both, and then, he kind of stops on Awen, and he looks and he goes, you weren't there before. It's like, don't tell me. I'll figure it out from how the others stand around you. It's like, glad you're here, whoever you are.
Just gonna look over at Wes and be like, who's this guy?
This was kind of our handler for all hell broke loose. He's our buddy.
Handler?
Yeah, you know, he gave us our missions and our info.
Oh.
Kind of the last guy we saw, really, before the whole thing with the Duke.
Oh. Okay.
And he's like, he just kind of looks, he's like, is there water here? I could really use some water.
I'll give him my water skin.
Okay. Yeah, he's just,
I'm just kind of like hovering near him.
Yeah.
Then just like I've got like a hand on his back. I'm ready
Yeah.
to pump in any more healing points that he needs.
yeah, no, he's, and he kind of does that, and he's like, well, thank you all. I didn't expect to be rescued at all after they showed up. He's like, and he's kind of flexing his fingers that were, you could tell they were broken, but you healed them, right? And so they're just really sore, and he's kind of patting his face, and he's like, he's like, there's so much that happened, and I could tell you whatever you want to know, but I'm so glad you're here. It's been so after what they did to you too. They set you up like that. So he's kind of paused, like waiting for you to almost ask him whatever, right?
Yeah, so what do you know about that? Because we were set up, and it was fucking awful. And Wes got blown up, and it was terrible. Like,
and then he looks, he goes, Wes got blown up, and he looks over at Wes like, what?
yeah, he's fine now. I know it's confusing. but-
Okay. And he's like, well, He goes, I don't know. All I know is they gave me the job. They told me, you know, as I said at the time, they didn't tell me what the job was, which is unusual. But it's not unheard of, right? Sometimes there's extra high level jobs that they don't want even the handlers to know the details of. I get it. He's like, so the last I heard was when you were sent off to the cathedral, and then I saw you tried to kill the Duke and didn't, and everything, all hell broke loose. And then I heard them talking, I only heard a little bit about them talking about how, yeah, well, that failed or something. I didn't even catch it. And then I put 2 and 2 together. He's like, and there's a lot more. He goes, and I can tell you what I know, but some of it isn't much. And it's not even directly about you. It's just everything going on.
Well, I'm sure that we would love to hear all of it, but I think we're all kind of like, maybe we should get somewhere else before we do that.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to find somewhere safe to rest or something? Should we get
Should we
moving?
clear the rest of this town, this orchard?
Do we need to
maybe-
clear the rest of the town?
I mean, if we want to rest here, maybe we should just sweep our surroundings real quick.
I mean,
None
not-
of us are looking too bad. So I mean, like,
how far away are we from Bloodstone again?
It's a couple hours. It's 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And it's the middle of the night
Okay.
now too. So this would be,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
if you
Yeah,
can definitely
we
make your way
wouldn't be able to
back.
get back.
Or yeah, I mean, and then Fizzle kind of looks at you, he's like, I hope they didn't hurt the staff here, the steward and everybody. I don't know where they took them.
Yeah, that's where I was kind of being like, I would like to figure out where everybody is.
Okay, so we'll have a look at
Okay.
the other places, and then we can rest after that.
Okay,
So
Quick
just
sweep.
hold that thought.
cool.
But I do want to know what the fuck happened and what you know, because
Of course.
kind of pissed about that.
Definitely. All right, so let's see something here.
Josie, when you pass by Axis, give yourself points because you are the worst of us right now.
and then also, yeah, Wes, when you come out, you're also gonna see, like, Kalon is gonna have his head like touching the dragon's head, and then there's gonna be just like light that shines, and I'm actually gonna use the heal that I get through Fine Steed, and I've already rolled it. It gets me to full.
He heals you?
Nice.
It's just because he's technically a celestial. That's the type.
Oh.
You pick between Fey, Celestial, and where is it? Fiend.
Sorry, what was that number, Belle?
10.
10. Thank you.
Okay, so you're out back and you see this like barn here. It's a basically big barn. Doors are closed.
Petting Gia.
I'm mounting up again.
Watch out, he's mounting.
That art challenge.
God, we got snakes out. We've got mounting. My God.
Are
Can I
you?
mount my snake? It's
I'll
technically a
just-
giant constrictor. I could.
I'll just kind of like
I hardly know hers.
creak open one of the doors and just take a peek inside.
Okay.
See anything?
Yeah. And what you see inside is you don't actually see any operatives in here, but you do see 3 people tied up in like the what do you call it, the stable area over there to the left, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And they kind of look
Tie.
as
Like, oh,
Ty.
as you come in, they're like, and then they see Fizzle and they're like, don't hurt us. They're like, don't hurt him.
It's fine. Everyone's gone. Like, we killed them.
And this Tomness, Tomness, not Tomness, Valno.
I'm in the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You see, he's an older gentleman, and he's like, I don't know who you are, but I'm the steward of the orchard. I will speak for them. Please don't harm anyone else. Who are you?
No, I didn't mean we killed anyone like from here. We killed the ones that were holding people
Oh.
hostage. I should have. It's threatening to come in and just go. We killed them. Sorry.
Well, that's quite all right. And he's like, who sent you? Why? How did you know we were here? And
I don't say
remember,
anything, I just start cutting the ropes that's binding them.
and they're very uneasy, even though you said that. You remember that Don Orcleon did give you his signet ring to prove to them that you were sent by him. So
Currently,
fuck,
Wes is
who has
wearing
that?
it.
Who has that?
Yeah.
Currently, Wes
Wes?
is wearing it.
Hey, Wes, I think you have that ring.
Yeah, so I assume these guys are like kind of on the ground, which would be like kind of eye level for me. I'll just walk up
Right.
and just be like, "Sorry, we're here to help you," and I'll just kind of like flash the ring, and then
and he looks at the ring. He's
Uh,
like, may I? And he just kind of like to see your hand.
sure,
And he looks and he's like,
I'll hold it up.
ah, so he sent you then. Thank you. And he looks over. He's like, you can trust them. And you see the others immediately relax. He's like, how thank you for rescuing us. And obviously you saved Fizzle as well. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know.
As long as you're okay with us staying here for the night. Otherwise, is there anyone else we should know about who's here?
No, it's just the three of us and Fizzle, and then the operatives that were here. They came. There were too many of them. However many there were, I think we had 8 of them or 9 of them.
When they say that,
We had a lot.
Kalon's just going to go, they're all dead.
Oh, good. And you see him. Good. They deserved it after what they did. He's like, yes, of course. And he kind of looks, he goes, what, is everyone all, and he looks at the other 2. Are you all right? You weren't hurt, were you? And you see him immediately start taking charge. Like, no, we're fine, sir. He's like, great, let's get inside and we'll make up the house. And please, of course, you're all guests of Don Orcleon, and you may stay here for the night, of course. We'll make up accommodations for you. We'll make you dinner and everything if you'd like, if you're hungry. I know it's late, but... Yeah, chop chop, and he gets the other 2. You like untie them, and he's like, nope, and he immediately takes them like he's at your beck and call now.
Oh.
Well, thank you. We'll see you shortly.
Of course. And before he leaves, he's like, now you're sure it's clear out there, though?
We have 2 other buildings to clear. If you want to just wait a minute.
Oh, all right, we won't go anywhere. And he kind of peeked out the door, and he saw the dragon mount, and he's like, oh, and he closes the door real quick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was
He's
just
like-
like Axis and the dragon, and be like, okay, we're good.
He looks over and he's like, there's a dragon out there.
That's it's with us. It's okay.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's fine. He won't hurt you. You can.
All right, and you
go
see...
with your business. Yeah.
And you see the color kind of starting to come back from his face into his face after that. So
Caleb's gonna like walk up to him and like be like, "Look, it's fine," and then he's gonna like push him out closer to the dragon, like kind of force. Be like, "Look, it's fine." And, like be like,
sir, please. And he like drops down to his knees, like,
No.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and just make like a roaring noise behind him a little bit.
and
Oh my god.
poor guy. He's like 85 or something like that. Dude's
This guy's
like,
pooping his
decrepit.
pants.
Yeah. All right.
Go down to this.
I just hear the roar. I just turn around, give Wes a look.
Was just
If
giggling.
as I'm untying this guy's coral's hands, I'm like, so what kind of stuff do you guys cook? Like, what's for dinner?
Oh, well, we have any meat you can think of, and of course we have obviously all the apples and everything. If you ever had glass apple pie? We could make a cobbler as well, but either way,
Oh, cobbler. Okay, I've had some cobbler before, but I've not had glass apples. Are those like?
they're the most delicious fruit in the realm. You have to have some.
Oh.
We'll make. We had all the ingredients ready before they came and took us out here. We can definitely cook you up one.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Great.
Thank you.
Of course.
Can I help with any? I feel like
No,
I
you're
feel bad.
you're our guests. Of course. You don't need to do anything.
Okay.
Thank you. This is a thank you for rescuing us.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just totally like gonna wait on you hand and foot, right? Basically, it's like, okay, the Don sent you and you rescued them. So now, Wes, in this is basically a shed, and you see it in here. It's like a drying shed. You see drying racks where they would pick fruit or leather or whatever they would have that they need drying. This is like a drying shed, basically, right? So
Gotcha.
it's kind of empty right
Fruit,
now, just
leather,
out of
fruit, leather.
season. Yeah, well, that's right. Oh, the whips and leather you can ask for.
All right.
So
You're tied up, whips and leather.
now the one up at the top here. Let's do this. Come
It's
on.
actually got a purple death worm in it.
That's right. Tiamat, is it? No, I'm kidding. This is actually pretty empty. You see that there's in the little stable area, and I didn't put one on there. There's just like a wagon horse, like a horse that would pull a wagon type of thing in the little stable area off to the left, and just kind of eating some hay and stuff and drinking the water that's in the thing. So
Okay.
yeah, and for the most part, the rest of the grounds that you see, you don't see any other operatives. At least in a cursory pass, right? That you're looking around at everything.
Cool.
Is there are there a bunch of there's a bunch of apple trees? I presume.
Oh yeah. The whole orchard, there's fence. I mean, this is huge area, right? But this whole kind of half height, say waist high on most regular height folks, right? Is the stone fencing. The back of it is actually under the trees. It's just open, and the orchard surrounds it all the way out back and all around. So yeah, you could walk up and pick an apple right off the trees.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to taste one because that guy hyped it up so bad. So I'm gonna grab one.
And as you pull it down and you see it's actually catching the ambient light off of the other apples, because there's so many of them that they take and they amplify the moonlight and any other ambient light. And you see this apple glows in your hand. And it almost looks clear, but you can tell it's not. It's a solid fruit. So you take a bite, and it's like this amazing mix. It's like one of the sweetest, but not overpoweringly sweet. And it's just refreshing. And you take a bite, and it's almost like drinking, eating a watermelon in the volume of liquid, refreshingness that you get. At the same time, it's got the density of an apple, right? And it's got this sweet kind of almost appley grape type of flavor to it. It's one of the most refreshing and tasteful fruits you've ever had.
Holy shit. I just walk up to where Kaylin's mounted and be like, you've got to try it. You've got to try it. It's so fucking good.
To the mount or to Kaylin?
To Kaylin.
Okay.
I take it, and I'm like, oh my god, what is that? That's amazing.
Yeah.
So overwhelmed.
I guess we're gonna have something with those. It's
I
good.
get off. Yeah, I get off, and I I hold that apple up to the dragon. I don't even know whether the dragon would.
Yeah,
eat it.
and it sniffs it, and just you see he eats it, and you see it almost there's almost a glow throughout him. It's almost as if you just see this throughout his scales, this this flash of a nice light energy go through it.
What?
Yeah, you've never seen anything like this. It's
I go over to the apples and I bring him over, and I grab a couple apples, and I nudge him, I'm like, eat the apples.
You see he's
in the tree.
Definitely. And you sense does anybody have you probably don't have it up. If anybody wants to do an Arcana check.
I mean, I do have
Anyone?
Do you have detect?
I'm not
I
proficient
was
in
actually
it.
I was going to once I check that shed, come back in here and just like sit in front of that. Well, I guess because they're waiting for us to clear. I was going to sit in here and just start doing detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I rolled a 17.
Yeah. And so those with the Arcana, right, you do kind of understand. It's like you think if you made that, if you, with the 17, you think you recall that glass apples, a little bit of lore about them, that they are actually like there's magic in the fruit. It's like a natural occurring thing that the trees grow up and there's like some sort of a magic inside them. Like it's from like just like naturally occurring type of thing, right? They were the fruit were created that way, eons ago, and they just like this whole area used to be covered in them. And if you're doing the detect magic, you actually sense that like the whole area around the orchard, you just see whoosh, it like lights up for you, right? Like the whole orchard just has this like level of like ambient magic inside of it.
All right, so I imagine Wes is just kind of like sitting there, and then the detect magic pops, and he just goes like and just falls back.
Yeah, right.
Blinded.
Yeah.
Flashbang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Dan, sorry, what were you gonna say?
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, out of curiosity, I see 2 paths that lead to the north. Where do those go?
Just into the orchard.
Good.
Like, yeah, they're just kind of like the paths, like when they're going and picking apples from the orchard
Is it
itself.
like a botanical garden, almost like a botanical?
Oh yeah,
garden
it goes
as well?
on for it's acres and acres of these trees, right? So like there's like paths between the rows of trees. It's an actual orchard, a maintained orchard. And so there's just these glass apple trees as far as the eye can see.
I'm gonna cast message to Cat and just be like, I think I'm gonna go for a stroll, midnight stroll. I'll be back. It's a botanical
wait,
garden
are
walk
you
sounds
sure?
perfect.
Are you sure you should go alone?
Goodbye.
Cool.
And I'm eating all the fruits I see.
As you just grabbing them off the trees and stuff, yeah.
Just
Well, and
Just a
interestingly
trail
enough,
of-
as you're eating them, you actually sense like a warmth, like it almost basically acts as like a painkiller for the pain that you were feeling and the discomfort you would feel in your tattoos, the glowing of the golden tattoos that you feel that you've had coming about since those started after defeating the crystals.
So I think he'll like take a bite and like he'll just be. He saw Kalon and Kat really enjoy the apples, and he's trying it, and then he just kind of like looks at his arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And almost like someone who's like has experienced physical pain for such a long time, it's almost like that's normal. He actually like his eyes will well up a little bit with tears.
Yeah.
As he pulls out his bag and gets as many apples in there as possible.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And just so everybody notice, any apple too that you took a bite of, like you ate several of them, anybody else, and you notice that the apple also, like, how normally when you bite an apple, you see sometimes a little bit of brown after a little while. It's kind of oxidation. You don't see that. It's almost as if it's preserving itself just perfectly the way it is. Like these are truly magical fruit.
That's sick.
That's so
Is
cool.
it doing anything for Kalon's like feelings of like, the feelings he's been feeling since he got the weapon?
Does it quell Kalon's urge to murder?
Yeah.
No. It does not.
Okay.
It feels good,
I'm
right? You
angry
feel
eating
it, and it
apples.
feels warmth, and you feel a goodness, like as you're eating the fruit. But it's not counteracting those feelings that are coming from the blade.
All right.
Yet there's a strange symmetry to it. Like the blade is still a sunfall blade. but there's something wrong with it.
Yeah, I get it.
Josie had climbed up a tree.
Mhm.
Like she probably was like one of the first people to do it. Like she's like up in a tree, she's eating one, and Axis, as you walk by, she just sort of silently tossed you like a whole pouch of them. not even saying anything.
Yep.
Mm.
Does
Just throws it over their shoulder.
does Axis try the apples?
Axis does not. Axis has been gathering all the bodies of the assailants
Mhm.
and has been busy shifting themselves into their faces in order to possibly use them in the future. And then I was gonna go through the process of cutting this guy's head off and seeing if we could possibly speak with dead or know somebody who could speak with dead.
Which
Jesus.
the gate steward?
The
The fake steward?
and then I would like go through I was going through their pockets and stuff, but I did not partake in them because I'm like, okay, business mode.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so you got his head like in a bag or something like that. You're just bringing it with you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I just kind of like, all right.
Yeah.
Does he not need lungs for speak with dead?
I don't think
Huh?
so. I think
You
you
just
just
kinda
need a
really-
mouth, right?
I thought
just need a
I thought
head.
it was like air like inflates the lungs and like deflates. I don't know.
I'm gonna come over to where you're doing this and be like, right, well, we kind of made a mess, and if they're gonna be really, really nice and make us like dinner, I feel like we should clean this up probably. So, do we want to like bury them? Gia's like really good at digging holes, so
I mean, we can. I don't know if we should bury them on the Dawn's land without asking permission, though.
right. I mean, like at least so they're not like rotting. But or we could like, should we burn them?
You see, too, at the same time, the steward, because the three of them went inside. The steward kind of comes back out the front door and comes over and is like, oh, you don't have to worry about those. We'll take care of them. We have methods.
He's like, I've done this before.
We have methods.
All right.
Right. Well, okay.
They make
I guess I'm not
wonderful
surprised.
fertilizer for the orchard.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
And he's like,
Oh God.
and he just kind of looks at you and
Eating
goes,
dead people
Don
apples."
Orcleone and I go way back.
Bet you own a pig farm too.
Could I
Well, so
roll an
still-
investigation as I'm like moving these bodies as I'm going through them? Just
Sure,
'cause
what are you
it's
looking
funny
for?
and I'm mad at it.
What are you looking
Just literally
Uh-oh.
Oh
gold.
God.
You cut out. What? Just like a standard.
Oh, my internet. Yeah, just standard gold paperwork.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Dice. Don't be a bitch. You're a bitch.
What'd you roll?
6.
A 6?
Bitch.
You didn't
Yeah,
degrade it
7 on the
enough.
die. -1.
Let's see. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies. So, I mean, you found the standard equipment, everything. You probably found a total of about maybe 25 gold on them total for everything. So,
I feel like Axis finds that and feels very proud of himself.
sure. Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Our search just gets good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, what are you doing?
I'm actually probably going to try and find a place to rest for the night. 'cause it's pretty
Yeah.
late,
Can we
right?
like make? They said they were gonna take care of us, but like, should we? I assume we all probably want to stay in the same place because we're paranoid as fuck and traumatized. So
Ye-
maybe we make up the barn to be some makeshift beds and stuff.
And they tell you you're welcome anyway. There are plenty of beds upstairs in the main house if you'd like, right? You can stay in there too, because there's plenty of room up there. But it's up to you if you.
There are 3 beds in the top right.
And the cup
Wait,
chair.
where?
And cup
I don't,
couch.
I don't
the
need a
whole-
bed.
Oh, okay.
There's
Yeah.
there's couch, and they have like, for lack of a better term, pull-out beds, right? I mean, so they have a couple things, right, that they can do. Like you've got the 2-person, you've got the 2 single beds, you've got the couch, you've got the chair. So yeah, I mean, there's really plenty of places to sleep.
Let's just get this out of the way. You there? You there?
I mean, cat's like
Here.
cat 90% of the time. If we're if we've ever stayed in the same room at an inn together, she will choose like curling up with Gia on the floor over sleeping in a bed, even if there's an empty bed there.
Cool.
Most of the time. So
Elon just usually doesn't fit in most single beds. So
yeah. So I don't care. Like if someone else wants the bed, I normally just curl up with Gia anyway.
Now, you guys going to
Elon's gonna
bed
be just
now,
laying.
or are you talking with Fizzle, or eating, or what are you doing?
We should probably talk with Fizzle.
oh yeah.
I think just
Where is he?
getting our shit all sorted, and then we'll sit
Yeah.
down with Fizzle.
Cool. Makes sense. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, you get settled into whatever bedding arrangements you want. And then they already have, by the time you get everything cleaned up and do everything you want to do outside and you get everything settled in and everything, there is like a full course meal with dessert in the oven. And it's like middle of the night. It's like 2 a.m. And they've got this full course meal cooked. And they, it's ready for you guys to eat. Basically they've got any and everything you could think of there, right? I mean, it's just this, they laid it all out as like a thank you. So
Where have they laid it out?
there is, well, let's see, do we have, well, they kind of like they have it in the kitchen area, as well as then they have like, you can go in the sitting room and in the back room. Like there's the big sitting room, kind of that main sitting room up front on the opposite side of the kitchen, on the right side of the house, on the lower floor. Yeah. Plenty of seats in there, and they just kind of arrange the seats, and they just kind of bring in, like, they kind of wheel in like carts and stuff with all the food. And there's a little bar in the corner, like basically Kalon's on top of the bar right now, or right near it at the corner of it. So yeah, I mean, it's all there. They lay out some food on half the bar. They put some other food on the other tables and everything. So yeah, it's all here. They're waiting on you guys, whatever you need.
I just smell the food and I just like
Yeah.
run downstairs like a young kid after school. Just
Yeah. And Fizzle's like, oh, it's just delicious. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
So,
we ate some of those.
do you
apples,
wanna,
and I
like,
liked them.
Talk about the stuff that happened.
Sure.
Do you want to like fill us in?
Yeah. And so as you're all sitting there kind of eating and everything, and he had some food, and he's got, a drink and everything. He's like, all right. He's like, I'm gonna tell you what I know. And it's, some of it isn't much. A lot of what I know is what I noticed, what I pieced together, what I overheard, kind of what was missing from briefings and maybe I should have gotten. And he's like, he pauses and takes a drink. He's like, now, I want you to understand from the start, I was a handler. I was good enough that they used me for years, but I was not so good that they ever really told me anything. It's like, I had access, but I didn't have trust. He's like, what I'm giving you is the texture, kind of not the structure of what's behind this, just what I've heard and what I know, what I could put together. And he kind of pauses. He's like, I'll be honest about things if I'm guessing, but I'll let me get into it. And he's like, takes another drink, and he's like, so the Crimson Reaper, and nobody ever sees him. To be honest, I'm not even sure he exists. It's the name that all the higher ups use, and it's almost a fear tactic we don't ever talk to, and nobody talks to him except them, him or her. Honestly, I don't even know. He's like, but he's not running a guild or like a sect. He's running like a syndicate or anything. He's running like a network of people. And it's like in places that people overlook. Clerks, ledger keepers, it's like gate guards, prison wardens, candle merchants, midwives, herbalists, you name it. The kind of people who see everything and aren't asked questions. That's where his power is. Not in like any one institution. It's like in all of them. A little bit. It's like some of his people are clergy, I think. I don't know which clergy. I don't know which faiths. I knew of a sister once. Her name I never knew, but I don't think she was the only one. But I never met another. And the clergy aren't like his seat of power. They're like some of his eyes. Again, it's like with every other organization. He's got people everywhere. And I'll tell you this, because it matters to me that you know, I wasn't the only one who noticed these things. There were others inside, people who started to look at the work the way I was looking at it. Doubters. We never said it out loud to each other. You didn't do that, but you learn to recognize the look. And he kind of pauses and takes a drink, and he's like, there's something else, and it took me a long time to put it together because nobody ever said it to me directly. But his senior people, they call each other like by religious order titles. Sister, brother, father, internally, like among themselves. It's not that they are religious, it's just that's what they use. And he kind of, gestures like vaguely out there. He's like, they're not clergy from one faith. As far as I can tell, they aren't. It's their own thing, like a secret code, like a secret order, titles that they decided to use. They use these honorifics with each other, and even when the people they're talking about have public titles and that aren't religious at all. I heard a man called Brother once, and who I'm fairly sure wasn't a priest or anything in the city. Like, I don't know what they belong to. I don't know what they call themselves. I just know they have their own words for each other, and the words sound like religious, like a religion that nobody outside the room ever hears about. And then he kind of pauses there. You can tell he's got more to say, but he pauses like and waits for you to say something.
Okay, so yeah, that's all well and good, but like, so what I'm trying to wrap my head around is like, if they're so secretive, and the whole point is that you have people that are barely like noticeable and so hidden, then why did they send us on a mission that was so basically like a public stunt to make this so visible? I just can't wrap my head around why we were set up for something so dramatic when everything else has been like very hush in the background, like.
And he just kind of looks. He goes, I don't know. He's like, that's what troubles me. I thought they kept giving me missions for you, and all the signs that they tell me, oh, they're doing great. Here's another mission for them. They're doing great. Here's another one for them, and they would give me all the details. And then with this, they said, just send them to this location, and that was it. I don't know, but it seems like they wanted you to prove yourself, maybe. And I'm guessing. I'm just guessing here, but they needed somebody competent who could take the fall. I don't know. And he goes, but it ties into other things I saw that it would make sense. He's like, their methods are not too far off of that. Confession-based blackmail. He has people that, like I said, they'll take religious confessions But also magistrate confessions and healer confessions and the kind of things you like say to a person who's supposed to keep your secrets. Anything said in those rooms is like, it's said to one of his people, it becomes leverage. And so I don't, all the schemes they have, I don't know why they would send you. I could guess they needed somebody to take a fall for something.
It seems like you know a lot and yet you don't know anything.
I know what I've seen, what I've observed. And
Right.
he goes, there's more. He goes, I'm just telling you what I remember, what I can think of, right? And he takes another sip of his water and he's like, now this next part is me like piecing things together. Nobody told me any of this directly, but over the years of kind of being the man who delivered the contracts, you start to notice patterns, like where the work goes, who keeps coming up in briefings, even if their names don't. And he looks and he goes, he's been collecting cards. The original Maker's deck. You know, the gambling deck that everybody plays with? Like,
Yeah.
the lore of that there's an original Maker's deck, like, that was made by the first civilization that is powerful.
But that's not like, they just tell you that when you're like a kid. That's not real. Like,
I know, but like most people don't believe it exists, or if it did, it doesn't anymore. But you know, half the scholars don't. They just think it's a story. But he believes it. He's had people quietly chasing this for years. I don't know why. I don't know what the deck means to him. I asked once, and in like the way you can ask, and the man told me, looked at me, and said, "Stop asking." And so I stopped. That was it. He's like, I know one card recently surfaced. Some noble holds it, I think. An old family, old money. And a kind of name you don't say without checking who's listening. I don't even remember the name or any. I just know it was an old family, they said. I never had the location, just enough to know he'd been kind of preparing to move on it before I ran. Whether that he still is, or that's done, or he still has to, I don't know. I can't say.
So you think that this guy's gonna maybe make a move to get this card from this family?
Maybe. That's what it seemed like. And then he's thinking for a second. He's like, oh, and there's another thing. And this was more recent. He goes, I have been afraid to tell anybody, because that's why I ran. I kept thinking about this. It's like a few weeks ago, just before the night your contract, the cathedral contract came in, I was in a place I probably shouldn't have been. I had a delivery to make, and I took a side hallway because the main hall was being used. Doesn't matter. Two of his senior people were at a table. Not in the room I was passing, like the next room, and the door was open. I caught maybe a few sentences before I had to get out of there. I want to tell you, he's like, he pauses and he's trying to think about it. He's trying to remember. He's like, I'm going to tell you exactly, and I'm not going to fill in anything. He goes, I have to remember this exactly. The first one I heard was, and you see him close his eyes and he's thinking, he said, after the whole Hestia fiasco, and that's what he said. He said, Hestia. That's what he said. And he goes, I checked it just now 3 times. That's what I remember. He's like, he said it like everyone at the table knew what he meant. Like it was a thing they'd all been a part of. The word Hestia, the Hestia fiasco. I don't know what that means. It's like, and then the same one, the louder of the two, he's like, the one I kind of caught more of, he used another word, a code word maybe. I'm not sure what he meant. It sounded like something specific to them, but it could have been my own ears filling in the gap. I think it was, maybe it was both, chosen one or prophet, maybe both. the way they were talking, I thought they meant two different people, but I couldn't swear to it. One of them was animated and the other one was talking quiet. Quiet voices are hard to hear. They get lost first when you're trying not to be heard. It's like, and that's all I remember. But I had to get out of there. It was too much, and I had to go. But that's what I remember. And you see him pause, and he's like, you see the stress in him, and he like, he kind of like slumps down in his chair, takes another drink.
Where were you when you were listening to these people? Where was the place you weren't supposed to be?
It's one of their houses, one of their safe house type of things. It's not a safe house. It's like one of their meeting areas. It's not a headquarters. They don't really have a headquarters, at least that I've been to. We have all these different locations. It'll be Fizzle, go here now. And when I get there, there's places. There's like a back room or something. And then I'll go there another time and it's gone. So it was a house in the city. And that's it.
Which one?
In one of the, and he put like the southeast district, like one of the labor district area. He goes, but most of those are, like I said, you go in and then you go in another time and the back room is just a back room.
Can I do, is there any kind of check we can do about this Hestia thing?
I was about to say, as after like Kaylin asked that question, I feel like Axis is sitting away at the desk, like writing down the entire time. And as soon as they hear the word Hestia, they stop writing and they actually look at Fizzle.
Okay.
And then they kind of like wait until like there's a beat. Did you hear anything else about this Hestia fiasco?
No, I didn't hear it. That's all I heard. He said, because it was so hard to hear. I heard like fragments of sentences, and I just know that he said after the whole Hestia fiasco. That's what he said. And then they went on, and I couldn't make out anything else. Other than, like I said, they said like a little while later, the chosen one or prophet or both of them. I don't know. It was something like that. I had to get out of there, though.
When Axis asks that, is there any like perception check we can do on like Axis and whether or not there's any kind of like, knowledge that he has?
My eyes are
What do you
locked
mean?
on Axis when they reacted.
Like I'm like,
Insight, right? Wow.
yeah, I'm like,
Right?
what the fuck?
You can, but you'd have to make an opposed insight check, because that's really up to,
I'm gonna roll a deception at disadvantage because I
Yeah.
feel like they're on their back foot.
Okay.
While you guys are rolling this, though, is Awen still not back? Is he still on a walk?
How long has, I mean, what was the time when everyone departed and when when this dinner is happening?
It probably would have been
It's been-
about half an hour after, maybe 20 minutes, half hour after you were all outside the dinner, right?
Okay, if it's only been like 30 minutes, then yeah, Awen's still in the forest.
Okay, so I'm gonna, if it's been like 30 minutes and everyone's doing this as this conversation continues, Kat's just gonna go out to try to look for him because I'm nervous.
One
That
more
he's
thing,
not
too,
back
that
yet.
Fizzle had said as he was telling you all this. He said at the end, he goes, there was one more thing that I caught as I was getting away from there. And after they said prophet, he goes, I'm less sure about it, but I caught like a couple of words. He's like, yeah. He's like, wasn't settled, or maybe isn't settled. I think present tense. Like whatever they were talking about, it's not done. Like this fiasco is still, they still have more to do or something. That's what I'm just guessing at that, but I just wasn't settled or isn't settled is what I heard.
What was that disadvantageous?
Yeah.
I rolled a 15
Roll.
on Axis Insight.
I rolled a
Hell yeah.
14.
So
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16 at disadvantage.
Dang it!
9 plus 7, baby.
see, you shouldn't have told him what you rolled. You just tell him something, right?
You do see as like he's talking about it, they
Oh no.
Oh no.
they are
Cliffhanger.
still listening during
They
the families.
froze.
Oh my god.
You're back.
You're back.
right
You're back.
You're back.
I
You're
would
back.
love I would love my internet would just like let me talk. That'd be fucking cool.
Right.
Literally, let Axis have their moment, please.
Right.
They're just kind
I'm dying.
Well, you guys didn't make the check anyway, so
Yeah, you should know.
you didn't pass
learn
the check.
nothing. You learn nothing.
That's right.
You
You've
learned
learned nothing.
The internet is literally not letting you give us anything.
That has got to be clipped. That's too good.
The internet
was good.
It
guy.
was like every time you're like, anyway, so all you hear is.
That's right. That's right.
Belle, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's so frustrating. I know. Yeah. same.
Want to try again? Quick.
Go.
Maybe, I don't know, probably not, because it's probably not gonna work. They're just very still and listening. Probably at the end of that, though, they do hear, if you have like a pretty high perception, you do hear Axis mutter something under their breath. But it is in a language that is not common.
All right.
A language that is not common.
Is it an Elvish, Infernal, or Thieves' Cant?
No.
It's English. Wait.
we're still
Common,
in-
deep speech, draconic, gnomish, goblin, halfling, primordial. Why do I know so many
What the
languages?
fuck?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Don't ask me.
Okay, linguistic baddie.
I do. The airs of it is celestial.
Okay, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
So not orc.
Not
Dang it.
God.
Yeah, I'm just slipping out. I'm walking into the apple orchard. I'm like, where the fuck is Awen?
All right. So any other, I mean, is that because that's all Fizzle had for you, right? I just didn't know if you had any other questions or anything like that, but
no, I feel like after that, Axis was about to dig into this little cobbler that they
Yeah.
were very excited about.
yeah.
And hearing that information now, they kind of like push that aside and then they take their book and then they'll get out of the room.
Okay. All right. So Cat's going after Awen.
Don't like that he's split up and we haven't heard from him in like half an hour.
Well, and you guys have been inside eating. I don't know if, talking to Fizzle, so. That probably took a little bit of time. So by the time that's all over, it's probably, I'm guessing, getting close to 3 a.m. ish.
Jeez.
So,
Those nights.
yeah, I mean, whatever your plan is, if you're going to make your way back, if Cat's going to find Awen, or, if you're going to just crash out for the night, what's going on?
Yeah, can I do like a survival check to see if I can track the footprints? I saw where he went in.
Sure. Now, Awen, are you actively trying to hide your path, or are you just wandering?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I literally just went for a walk.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, I'd say you could track him down, sure.
Ned, leave the dice alone.
It was really.
Look, I rolled it and then he reached out for.
Oh, what,
Okay,
what would
so-
you roll? You might get a better. survival
Yeah, he
check.
might get a
should
better
just
roll.
let it
Natural
happen.
20.
Yeah, you're so
It just
true.
tips it to 20.
Cat
Yeah.
nat 20.
Actually,
Thanks,
it was a
Ned.
20.
A catchel 20.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Nice.
follow to wherever Awen is. So let me know what I find.
Just through the winding paths, I think you would just find maybe like an area where the path like branches off to 2 other areas, and there's just like one of these beautiful like maybe blue or like fuchsia looking trees that just looked like a nice place to sit. You find Awen just sitting in at the fork in the road. You notice next to him is his backpack full of something. And he is just sitting just almost in a meditative stance with his journal out, just writing.
After he was frolicking naked in the forest. Oh wait, no.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
naked. So
few
Right,
buttons
right.
a few buttons are like mismatched as he quickly like re-robed himself.
Right.
Obviously, as one does
Okay.
when you're in a forest with magical fruits.
Right.
So I'm gonna walk up purposefully, so that you can hear my footsteps, so that I'm not alarming him as I walk up.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry. How long has it been?
It's been like probably like 40 minutes. I don't know. There's food's ready, and I was just worried because you went off by yourself. Are
Oh, no,
you okay?
Yeah, not really hungry. I just probably ate 2 dinners worth of apples. Have you tried these things?
Yeah, they're really fucking good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're they're amazing. I don't know. I guess I got sidetracked. I don't know. It's been a hard few days. So, I don't know. I guess I got lost in just enjoying some peace, enjoying just a place to clear my head, clear my thoughts,
Yeah, that's fine. I can leave if am I like, is this kind of annoying? Should I go?
No,
Like, we
not
can
at
have more time if you. Okay.
No,
Um.
yeah, I just Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you worried about Kalon?
Um. Yeah. I mean, um, he seems a little like, well, um, like a friend, like I'm worried like a friend. Like I'm not like extra, like obviously I'm worried. Like, we've been traveling together for like a long time. So yeah, but he seems a little off. So I'm just sort of trying to make sure that he's okay, that everyone's okay. You seem a little off too. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I've not known you for like as long, but I'm just trying to make sure that everyone's okay.
I just need to. Ever since he's gotten that sword and everything we saw, to me, he just seems different. And I haven't known him as long or as well or as deep as you have. So I wanted to ask if he's like this. It just seems more. I don't know. I feel like on the outside, he's got the new sword, he's got the dragon, but there's just moments where he seems worse. And I didn't know if that's just me being paranoid because, of the visions we saw in that temple, or if someone else could see it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed some things. Um, it kind of scares me, but it feels like I I don't think I'm not saying that we shouldn't be worried and that we shouldn't keep an eye on it, but I do think that he's there's there's a there's a possible like positive outcome to this, like the the dragon thing, the stuff he's learned, I think that's good for him. But at the
Some-
same time, there's I don't know. It just feels like there's no filter, or like everything's sort of amplified. I am worried. Yes, I'm worried.
Yeah. I mean, again, I've only known him for a little bit, and when I first met him, he called me someone chosen of his god. So, it was kind of a weird start to our friendship, relationship, whatever. I'm more. I don't want to be. I'm more worried for him, but I'm also more worried for myself and for the group. He's what he's gotten, the confidence he's gotten has been great, but I just feel like that just might be a mask of what's going on the inside. I feel like what's going on in his head is not good, and I don't think I'm afraid it's not gonna get any better. But I don't know what to do, and that's why I wanted to ask you, because again, you know him a lot better. At least I feel like you two get along the best out of the group from a third party observation.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, like we've talked about, like I like checking in on people, but
Of course. That's why you walked into the forest to check on me. It's fair.
yeah. Well, we take care of each other. So, like things weren't great with Wes, and things were scary, but we didn't like, like we'll figure it out. And it'll be okay. Like I promise you, I'm not like if he goes psycho and tries to kill someone, we'll figure it out. I'm not gonna let him. We're not gonna let it. Listen, I know there was a vision of him like stabbing you or whatever. We're not gonna let it happen. I'm just trying to reassure you that, you can feel safe.
I do appreciate it. I don't know if I feel safe around Kalon, but I feel like the group in general, I feel safe about, and I do trust you in that. Maybe I'm just not used to this sort of dynamic, how this group works. I mean, I was never part of an adventuring party 2 or 3 years ago, and my only adventuring party always told me to shut the fuck up. So, this is this is a bit more healthy in a way. I mean, granted, there might be a person who might want to murder someone in the party, and but I don't know, it's complicated. But
Yeah, we that's I think a good word, like complicated. We've all got shit that we're dealing with. So if you're dealing with shit, I think there's probably no better place for you to be, because we get that.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But these apples,
Yeah.
pretty great, right?
Did you when we were I want to know if, because I saw you try the apples over there, and I tried the apples deep in the forest here. You're obviously, we had fights, probably got hit. Did you feel like almost like a lessening of pain when you ate the apple?
Den, I probably have like, I don't know. Did I feel anything when I ate the apples? Because
No. You felt they were good, and you felt the warmth and everything, but not like a lessening of pain, right?
I mean, they're like very tasty. It was sort of like that, like when you take like a shot of something and you get that sort of burn, but it feels really like like it warms you up. Like it felt nice, but not like a pain thing.
And I will
Yeah,
say,
like
you all kind of agree that they're probably the best fruit you've ever had. Like it's one of those things. They really are delicious, but that the whole taking the pain away thing is like another step up.
did that happen for you? Like like wounds you got while we were fighting or what do you mean?
Here, and he's gonna pull his bag, and he just opens up. Here, take one. Maybe this one's different, and you just see in there. There's maybe 35 apples stuffed into this bag.
Okay. Takes one. Takes a bite. It's really fucking good. But it's not. I mean, like I still have a couple. There's probably like some blood. Still hurts.
Yeah. And that felt the same as the one you had before, right? So
It's just gonna look puzzled, like thinking.
Do you
Like-
want help carrying? Like, should we get some more?
I don't know why. These tattoos since the Duke has been killed, since these Paragon powers haven't gone away, I've been in a constant pain in my arm with the tattoos. And yet when I ate this apple, it went away. And I thought it was a magical apple that healed constant pain. But now it seems like it's only for mine.
She's just like, she's sort of just like frozen watching that and being like, I'm sorry. By the way, I didn't know that it was like that constantly.
I mean, it's okay. You know, Kaylin always talks about you should be happy with who you are. You should stand out in the middle of the streets being like, yes, I'm the Paragon. I've done everything. I'm the best. Everyone should grovel at my feet. Thanks, Dave. But I never asked for this. And that's always been my response. And he always says, but they chose you. And from my point of view, this is what I've been chosen to. A life that I was comfortable in, getting completely uprooted, and a pain that I feel that can't just go away. And I don't know. I'm having more of an existential crisis than I thought. I'm sorry to just
It's okay. I'm not. I feel like you can tell I'm really bad with the word vomiting thing, so it's fine. I understand.
But Den, how long did the apples take the pain away? Was it a 30 seconds? Was it like almost like a Tylenol?
yeah, kind of like that, like a
46
title,
hours.
like yeah, right, 36 hours. No, I mean, since you
Extra
ate
strength? How many
you ate the
milligrams we
first
talking?
one and you felt it lessen, you ate a few more, and the pain is kind of gone, and it's been gone now for a little while, right? Now you've only been like you ate the first one probably an hour ago,
So at least get an hour from a few.
right.
Surely we could turn these into pills.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
You're just eating drugs.
right.
I'm gonna it's like I'm just gonna overdose on like ibuprofen at some point.
Yeah.
right.
Your liver's not
Oh
gonna
no,
be doing
his
well.
liver.
I'm gonna go jaundice, and it's just gonna be cooked from there.
Oh my god.
The next arc of the story.
Well, I'm sure that we could take plenty of these with us. There's got to be. I mean, they were like drying. They had like fruit leather in like the. I feel like we could probably. I mean, if it helps, then it's worth taking a little time
Some fruit roll-ups.
to look into that for you, because I think you'll probably be better. I mean, aside from the fact that you won't be in constant pain, you'll be able to like function and fight and do everything better, right? So
Yeah.
Can't wait for the
Yeah.
bonus action apple next combat.
yeah.
Bonus action, just heroin shot of apple juice.
Right,
Yeah, he's gonna
right.
turn them
We
into like
need,
the little
like,
like baby packs of like applesauce.
I was gonna say we need like
Bonus
an
action-
insulin injector, like an EpiPen.
It's
type
just an
thing.
EpiPen, just shot right to the thigh.
Can also be used as
In
a
the butt,
topical analgesic.
mid-combat.
Kaylon, stab my butt with this EpiPen, please.
Shove
trying
that
to go
apple
Super
up my
Saiyan.
butt.
Yeah, this is all new to me. This feeling, this knowledge of, it's all just new. Hence the bag of a lot of apples. Yeah, I would love to, if you could help figure out a way to make this more travel appropriate.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, of course.
Sorry again for disappearing, but we can go back, but do you mind just not telling Kaylon what we talked about?
Yeah, of course.
I'm trying to be cordial, but I'm working through my own things, as he's also obviously working through his own as well.
I'm sitting down probably next to him,
Mhm.
and I'll just put a hand out, probably on the shoulder that's the arm with the tattoos, and I'll just put the hand out and be like, "It's okay. I won't say anything."
All right. And then he just like hauls like a huge ass bag.
Awesome.
Great. Go back.
All right. So you guys are heading back to the main house. I assume then anybody else doing anything or pretty much just stacking out?
Yeah, Axis is fucking gone and sleeping in the barn.
Right
In
on.
the barn.
Right on.
I'm sleeping in the barn. Or at least I'm going to the barn.
Cool.
I'm sleeping in the barn.
Okay.
Find me, I'll be in the barn.
So
She is coming upstairs with me.
assuming that
Is everyone done eating by the time we get back? Like, are they all gone?
yeah, I would think so. I mean, I would think that unless
Okay.
somebody stayed and was eating more, I mean, they will keep bringing you the food until you guys are all done. So
Axis probably left the table at the same time Kat did and just hasn't come back inside.
Okay.
cool.
Gonna sort of just like sneak upstairs, get upstairs somewhere, find a corner for G to curl up in, and then honk schnoo.
Right.
Are you muted?
No.
Wes is
Yeah.
just kind of like
Yeah.
in a meditative state in a box.
In a box? What?
With his own kind, you know.
In a box. I hate it. It's like Chucky shit.
Puts himself in the box, closes the lid.
She is like just trying to like wrap up, and then she just opens her eyes in the middle of the night, and it's just Wes's head popped out of a box, just like straight without staring.
So where's
Good swim,
Awen
me
sleeping?
too.
I'm on the couch downstairs.
Ah, okay. Cool. Well, if everybody's going to sleep, you can take a long rest, right?
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. And we'll say everybody wakes up maybe about 6 hours later. What you do at that point is up to you, but you see that the sun is up by the time you get up. Fizzle's down there. They do have some breakfast out for you. More of the glass apple cobbler is out there. Plus,
Yeah.
they cooked up just really a full course breakfast too. It's like they're just trying to feed you guys as much as possible, right?
I think
Hell yeah.
in the morning over breakfast, I'm yapping with one of the I'm yapping with maybe the guy that I untied the
Yeah.
other day,
Yeah.
and I'm like, so can you is there a way that you dry that, or you preserve them, or did they just is there a what other stuff can you make out of them?
He's like,
Is it
"Oh."
a concentrate or something? I'm
Yeah.
trying to get details about.
And he's like, well, we make everything out of the apples almost the magic in them seems to preserve them in whatever form we have. I mean, they last a long time, much longer than any other fruit. But we do have, and he goes into the pantry, and you hear him lift the cellar door and goes down there, and then he comes back up a couple minutes later, and he brings up this crate of dried fruit, like slices and pieces and stuff. It's like this big bag of it. That's all. He goes, each of these small pieces is basically a whole apple inside, and the fruit themselves has this glow to it, like this almost this opaqueness, right? So it's it doesn't shine the light through anymore, but you can tell that it used to be that, right? It's it's interesting. It's not dark. It's actually very light. So. And he's like, here, you can have these.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. We have plenty.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just gonna walk in. I'm gonna come down the stairs from the bedroom. I'm gonna walk into the main sitting room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna see Josie and Awen. I'm just gonna be morning.
Morning.
Sleep well.
As good as you can after the days we've had.
Right. How about you, Awen? Good.
Just see him he uses the apple bag as a pillow. I've had better sleeps, but might just be the setup. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks lumpy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And Caleb's just gonna walk over and just sit down and start eating.
I come back in with the I don't know, a whole case or several packets of little fruit leather bits that are, and I'm like, look at this, so portable. This this is so much more convenient. And I'm giving some of them to Awen.
Oh.
Yeah,
Thank you.
travel friendly, right?
That's what we need. I was originally
Perfect.
thinking of vial, but this might be the way to go.
Well, I mean, I'm sure I'm sure you could juice them or make a concentrate, right? You could juice it and then sort of distill it down.
Yeah, if there was a way to make a almost a drinkable paste, and then I could put it in almost a little almost like a little water skin small pouch with a little nozzle at the end that I could squeeze that paste.
This is
Nah, that would never
people
that would never work.
People that hike the AT and they have these little protein things, and it's this thing is this big and it's paste and it tastes like shit, but it's all of the nutrients
It's
you
all
need for 1 day.
1,874 microvitamins.
Yeah, right.
This hour specifically.
It's got 2 weeks worth of protein in one bite.
Well, I mean, they preserve themselves, so we could take the apples with us,
So for the
next hearing you, I'm gonna hear you guys talking about this, and I'm eating, and I'm like, why do you guys want to preserve the apples so badly? What's up? They're good, but what's going on?
I think there might be a nice market opportunity, and I kind of want to explore that. Can someone have a side hustle? Is that so hard for a go-getter to have a side hustle?
No, that's not what They're good. You're right. Yeah.
I'd be careful about choosing a side hustle that competes with the Dawn. So.
Oh, Dawn doesn't. Just
The Dawn always knows.
Name seven times the Dawn knew something.
Fake
Well,
fan.
right.
Fake fan.
So as you guys are eating, the Thomas comes up to you and he's like, well, he goes, I would suggest you're welcome as long as you want, and there's plenty of food, and take as many apples as you want, but you should probably get Fizzle out of here now. They did know he was here. I'm glad you're rested, but it's not safe here for him anymore. So,
Okay.
that's, and he just kind of, in a very friendly way, that's what he's kind of prompting you, like, hey, let's make sure he stays safe,
Time to
right?
go.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So,
Yeah. It's final call.
right. So, but they pack you up stuff, and they give you whatever you need and everything as you're, and Fizzle comes down and he's looking a lot more rested and a lot better. I mean, obviously the heal that you did on him yesterday was great. He rested really well. Yeah, so that's where we're at from that perspective.
So we're mourning and we're heading back to Bloodstone. Yeah.
Bloodstone's End, yeah.
Yeah.
You teleported that guy
'Cause
out
the
of there. Go
Dawn-
see.
Yeah, the Don wants him back because he thinks he can protect him better there.
Right.
Yeah. So, do you head out then?
Yeah.
think so.
Down.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
I
Saddle
feel like
up.
Axis has a very bland bowl of a meal.
right. And they offer, they're like, you sure you don't want anything else before you leave?
No, you can have my plate. Don't worry. I'm just eating.
and as you're all leaving, you see the three of them. They're very Beverly Hillbillies wave type of thing, Y'all come back now. So
Y'all come back now. You hear?
yeah, right. That's right. So yeah, it's a couple hours back to Bloodstone's End. On the way, Kalon, you actually feel that the same types of feelings coming from the sword, it hasn't changed from that elevated level, right?
This fucking sword.
And then
Sword.
yeah, about
Have an apple, Kalon.
about an hour, maybe an hour and a half into the travel back, you do see, I mean, you're near the city. It's not unusual, but you haven't seen anybody up to this point. You see a rider coming from up ahead. And you hear the horse kind of, clip-clopping, not at a super fast pace. And as they get closer, you see that it's just one person on this horse, and they look exhausted. They look, maybe you don't see any injuries on them coming at you, but they look, the color seems drained from their face. And it's another halfling. And as he approaches, he's like, Fizzle, Fizzle. And you see him come up, and he kind of falls off the horse. And, the horse just kind of stands there, and he kind of lifts himself up. And Fizzle comes up, and he's like, what? He's like, Corwin. And you see that as he falls off the horse, you actually see like 2 arrows sticking in his back.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm not. And he looks at Fizzle. He's like, I'm not. I didn't come to be saved. I came to find you. You got out. You were right to get out. And his hand, he kind of closes Fizzle's fingers around an object. It's like, here. He's like, they killed the Viceroy. I saw it. It's all on there. Somebody outside had to know, and you were my somebody, Fizzle. And then he's like,
What?
he's like, thank you. Watch it somewhere dark. And then he's gone. He dies in Fizzle's arms. And you see Fizzle just standing there like, and you just like, Corwin, no. And you see Fizzle's like frozen. He doesn't know what to do. He's got this like crystal, this message crystal in his hand.
That, and I'm getting the crystal from his hand.
And you just take it from him. He doesn't even resist. He's just looking down, and he kind of kneels down at Corwin, and he's like, "No, my friend." He's just like completely beside himself.
I'm just gonna yell, Fizzle, back up, get away from the body.
And I'm throwing it over to Wes, and I'm like, Wes, what the fuck?
And he, like, Fizzle's oblivious to anything you're saying. He's just standing there like, he just, kneeled down frozen. So if you want him to move, you're going to have to move him. Like,
I don't want to dismount because I think we're about to be in combat. So I'm just like, Axis, get him away.
Yeah. It's literally, I'm
Pulling my
getting
bow
over
out.
there. I'm grabbing the orb. I'm throwing it to Wes, being like, figure it the fuck out. And I'm grabbing Fizzle, and I'm moving him back over to the cart.
yeah.
You were supposed to say under the tarp.
All right. And as you do that,
so what the hell am
Go
I
ahead.
now in possession of?
you have like it's a message crystal, right?
Okay.
So that's all it is. And as you do that, and you pull Fizzle out of the way, and you see 2 arrows fly by you guys from the trees. Roll for initiative.
Let's go. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Oh, nice.
And I'm not even going to pull up a map for this one.
Using
Bro,
the dice today.
He said, "You were my someone," and my brain was like, "They're doomed, Yowie. They're doomed, Yowie. They're doomed, Yowie."
That's right.
100%.
All
They were in
right,
love.
let's pull this up.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Who's this dice?
Oh my God.
All right, let's do
They were
this.
humming dice again. Strike.
I can switch them. They actually lag the fuck out of my entire setup when
Have
I
you not
roll
got the
anything.
hardware acceleration on?
Oh.
Yeah, I do, but that one, like, a lot happens.
Oh.
Damn critical roll dice.
Edward.
Ned.
Neddy. Boy.
And okay, so you
Nice.
hear these arrows kind of came up in front of you, and before I get your initiative rolls, you hear a voice say, "Give us the crystal." That's what you hear right now. What are like if you guys want to give me the initiative rolls? Let's see. How about Access?
I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 4.
4. Okay.
Dude, you needed to grade your dice before you roll.
Right.
I did. I called it a fucking bitch, and it rolled. It was at like it was like a 19, and then it went 1.
Oh no, it's teasing you.
What did Kat get?
Oh, I rolled a 7.
7. All right.
Okay, guys. Come on.
Awen?
Not good.
15.
Okay. Josie?
18.
Kaylon?
5.
5. All right. And Wes?
No, guys.
25.
25.
Thank you.
All right.
Wes.
It's okay. Wes will wipe all of them out in the
Wipes
first
it-
round.
right.
Literally.
You see So-
I started blasting.
about 20 feet in front of you that just like creeped out from the edge of the trees. You see 2, they're about the road is about 15, 20 feet wide, right? So on either side of the road, about 20 feet in front of you, you see 1 each on each side of those operatives. Basically, they look the same as you saw back at the farm, at the orchard.
Okay.
When Wes is up.
Let's
What to do? What to do? I listened to the message.
We have to do it in the
Uh,
dark. He said in the dark. Also, wait. Do we have a map, or are we?
No, we're not going to do a map. This.
Okay, no map.
Ooh, food.
Let's see.
okay.
I'll do
What is
an
that?
Eldritch Blast at each of them.
Okay,
Okay, that's going to be a 25 to hit.
that'll hit.
And that's going to be a 15 to hit.
That'll hit. All right.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Run dice at 12. That'll be 13 damage on the first one.
Okay.
And 9 damage on the second one.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna quicken another 2 Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Each of them again.
Yep.
That is a 18 to hit,
That will do it.
and that's a 21 to hit.
And they're both hit.
That's another 13 damage,
Okay.
and that's only 6 damage.
All right. So the first
that'll be my
one,
turn.
that poof, poof, you pump the 2 into him, he's already like basically below bloodied. He's hurting, right? The second one is still, you did some damage to him too, but. All right, is that it? Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, if I see that, like, if I could tell that he was super low, I probably would have just tried to kill that guy, but it's fine.
Okay.
I trust that we'll be able to handle this.
Cool. Josie's up next.
Okay, I'm going to kind of duck behind the nearest cover around me, and then just like peer around it, take a shot at the really hurt operative with my crossbow.
Okay.
Ooh, 19 on the die. That is a 27 to hit.
That hits. Yep.
Okay, and then he's going to take let's see, that's a D8 plus 5. 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay. He's barely up, but he's still up.
Dang it. Okay. That's all I got. So that's going to end my turn.
Okay. Then Awen is up.
I think he is going to jump up and just with 2 hands, almost like in an Iron Man style, one hand towards the more bloodied guy,
Yep.
cast finger guns as a bonus action, and at the not as bloodied guy, cast Radiant Blast.
Okay.
No, sorry, Guiding Bolt. That was
Okay.
the other one.
Yep.
So for the Guiding Bolt on the healthier one,
Yep.
I got a 12. Lovely.
That does not hit.
I thought so. And for the finger guns, I got a 10. So I'm just gonna sit back down and think about what I've done.
You just see the guiding bolt goes by and the finger guns go by, and anyone's just like, okay.
I tried, guys. I don't know what else to do. I'm sorry.
All right, these guys are
Have
up,
yourself an apple.
and they take, who would be in front, you think, of your group?
Maybe me or at me and Axis, I guess, usually. I'm
Okay.
on the
Allies.
dragon.
That's fine. One of them takes a shot with their crossbow at Kalon, and hits for
Oh, I still haven't.
11 damage.
Okay.
And the other one takes a shot at Axis. And I think misses. Yes. And misses. All right, so Cat is up.
Okay. Drawing back my longbow, my dragon longbow, creating the little lightning arrow as I pull the string backwards, and I'm gonna aim at either one of them. The one that looks like it's more alive. The one that's
Okay,
taking
yeah,
less
yeah, yeah.
damage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take my first shot, which is 12. That's not great.
No.
12 to hit.
You need a 15. Their armor class is 15.
17.
Okay, that one will do.
D8, and then the 6. Yeah. That is going to be 12 plus 4, 16 points of damage.
All right. Now that one
And
is well into bloodied as well, so they're both hurting.
And with my weapon property, their speed will be reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's both of my shots, and then my bonus action, I'm gonna command Gia to go make an attack with her How far are they from us?
Like I said, about 20 feet in front of you.
20 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
so she can get up there and then she'll take a bite attack at them.
Cool. Which the
is
one that you were attacking, or the other one?
the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one. I just need to find her attack. It's always like in a weird spot. Yeah, it's +6 to hit.
I also have the slow mastery, so they're both gonna have their speed reduced by 10, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, probably not.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
That's gonna be 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so the first one then, the one that was more, how do you want to do it?
Okay. So I just like as my arrow, like my second arrow shot looses,
Mhm.
I do sort of like a whistle, and Gia sort of like runs forward at the same time my arrow is going forward, and she's got the little like kind of like sparkly lightning energy on her. She runs forward and just sort of like bites. They have crossbows.
Yeah,
Hand crossbows or like normal light crossbows.
the hand
She
crossbows.
sort of
Yep.
hand crossbows. So she sort of like whichever arm they're aiming out with the hand crossbow, she sort of jumps. She does like this big leap and she chomps right onto the arm. And actually just like she literally, I think, rips the arm off of the guy's body.
Nice.
And he starts bleeding out, and then she just like she does that thing where she like tosses the arm out of the way and just like she like goes in for the neck.
And he's like,
you hear that like
yeah.
little like snap, like she goes in, she knows how to like snap the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as she's over there playing with her food,
And that's it. Yeah.
Kalon is up, and you've got one left, and that he is damaged, and it's the one that hit you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like take the shot and then
Now,
pull the thing
before
just, like, literally snap.
before you do that,
Oh,
I need you to make
Oh god.
a wisdom save.
This is what happens when
Oh.
we use cursed
nat
swords.
20.
Okay.
Whoa.
You feel this compulsion inside of you to pull the sword and run up to them, but you resist it.
Okay.
So go ahead. What attack are you going to make then?
What? Like up to the enemies?
Yeah, what are you going to... Well, that's what you felt, this
That's what the
compulsion
yeah.
to pull the sword out, jump off the mount, and run up and, like, just take the guy out.
Just go crazy.
But you resist the compulsion. Your mind stays, like it's not... You're not overwhelmed by that feeling, right? But it was there. So how do you want to attack him?
I think actually I'm going to just snap the thing off, draw my blade,
Mm-hmm.
and just put my hand on the mount and like lock in. And as I like look at the enemy, my dragon's like eyes like focus on the enemy, and the dragon just takes off like running very quickly, very swiftly. And I'm actually going to use the otherworldly slam.
Okay.
So the dragon's basically going to run up and attack.
Yep.
And I rolled a 19.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so let me just do that. Okay, that's 9 damage.
Yep. How do you want to do it?
Okay. Yeah, so basically like I like feel I snap the thing, and then I grab my sword, I like pull the sword out, and then I feel it, and I just like lock in, and I like shrug that off. And then I look, and then I see, and as the dragon takes off, basically after I like communicate with it within like the psychic connection,
Mm-hmm.
the dragon's gonna just run up and like with its horns just poof, and just like take it out. And as it takes it out, it like gores into the guy's gut, and he's gonna throw him up into like one of the trees.
Yeah.
And as he does that, he kind of shrugs him off. But as he kind of does this, his horn, because it kind of curled, the horn, like it's a little bit like bent, it's going to slice out of his stomach, and so through the air he's eviscerated, and there's just a shower of blood that flies into the trees and then just starts dripping down from the branches.
Jesus.
Okay. And what you feel like while you resisted that urge at first, you actually feel like the sword liked what you did. And it feels that pull's like stronger. So, you're out of combat.
Pat, I think you're gonna, if you look over, you're gonna just look at Awen, and Awen's just gonna deadpan stare at you. And then you'll just see him take a bite of an apple
Nervously eating
and then walk away.
Oh my god.
I'm so fucking scared. I'm so fucking scared.
Just do that guy. I hate it here.
All right. So, there's these two dead operatives, and now there's, dead Fizzle's dead friend on the ground too. And you have that crystal in your hand, Wes. Or wherever you put it.
Yeah, maybe you kind of go back into like our caravan thing.
Yeah.
So I'm not just looking at this thing out in the open.
Yeah.
I'll hand it to Fizzle.
Okay.
And be like,
we should get out of here. We shouldn't stay. We have to leave.
I figured we could just kind of, get the message while we're on the move here.
And you see Fizzle kind of coming. He's still upset about his friend. He's like, and he looks over at you when you said we should get out of here. And he's like, probably, but they wouldn't have sent any more than 2 after Corwin. He wasn't a fighter, and they knew it. And he goes, but we should look
I'm also patting down the body of his dead friend.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you investigate if you want. I mean, there's
Just
nothing.
cutting the head off.
There's really nothing much on his friend, right? I mean, you can tell he obviously got out of wherever he was coming from as quickly as possible, and that was it.
I'll investigate the operatives' bodies.
Yeah. You find, we'll go ahead and roll an investigation.
13.
13. Okay. You find just maybe a couple gold between the two, and not much else. Again, they have standard weapons and stuff. It's not like anything special. So, and Fizzle looks at you and goes, "We should definitely watch that recording, though."
Right now. Right,
Yes.
He said in the dark, like it
And
needs
he
to be in the dark.
and Fizzle looks at you and goes, "He died to bring it to me. We need to see it now." And they're like, you guys are off to
Okay.
the side, right? I mean, it's you're kind of in that area.
I mean, we got a tarp.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like we could get in the caravan thingy.
Yeah, and he kind of, I mean, Fizzle, he's like, he just meant don't play it in public. It's kind of like a NSFW type of thing, like except not in that way. So he's like,
There's so much art of you guys on here.
That's right.
Some dude named Snowy sent me this.
That's right. So yeah, what are you doing? You playing it, or are you tucking it away?
Well, I'm giving it to Fizzle under the interpretation that we're gonna listen to this thing kind of under the tarp.
Yeah. Okay. So he takes it and he's like, all right. And he waits until everybody's who wants to watch it is watching it. And then he plays it. And you see it's a recording of what looks like the Crimson Reaper that no one's ever seen. At least you're assuming that. And, you see a person tied up, and it is Marcus Tolby, the new viceroy, that had arrested you, and that, like, the Mastoran Rangers had rescued in Campaign 1, and he was a captain of the guard and everything. So, Awen, you recognize Marcus, and you recognize him from, he's the viceroy that had arrested you guys to bring you to the Duke and everything.
The guy we always thought was the
Well, no, that's a different. The Viceroy was the
No,
old
got one.
Viceroy who sacrificed himself that you guys battled in campaign
That's
1, right?
right.
This was the
That's
new
right.
Viceroy that took his place. The guard captain that in the very first episode of campaign 1, the orcs were chasing him and you saved him.
Oh, okay.
Well, he became the Viceroy to replace the previous Viceroy. But you also see the Reaper has this, you don't see his face, but you see this like reddish black cloaked figure, right? No face, no form, just a cloak and a cold, like an unhurried, like patience. And Tolby, between like sobs, he's just like, "Stop, please." And you hear the Reaper's voice. "They're working with the Mistoran Rangers, are they not?" And Tolby, "No, I won't tell you anything." The Reaper, "This is your final chance, Viceroy. Tell me where the Gravehand Syndicate is." And Tolby, lifting his head, he just looks at him with this defiant look. He's like, "Never. I will not betray the..." And then before he can finish, you see a glint of black steel, and 2 hand scythes appear from under the Reaper's cloak. Almost too quick to see, the Reaper steps forward, makes 2 swift slashes across the Viceroy's body, and steps back. For a moment, it looks like a glitch in the recording, like nothing happened. The scythes are gone. The Reaper stands exactly where he started, in exactly the same pose. The Viceroy's face is frozen in surprise, his words cut off. Then, a gurgle, and blood begins to flow like water from his neck and chest. He does not suffer long. And then the recording fades out. And you see Fizzle just, he's like, and he just hands the crystal to you. It's
I'm
like,
gonna take it. I'm gonna be like, I don't think we should be caught with this. 1 second, and I'm holding the crystal. I blink into my amulet, and I'm going to just kind of leave it in this space, and then blink back out.
Yeah. Cool. And Fizzle, he looks at you with this look, and he's like, you see, like, his eyes are welled up with tears, but he's angry, and he's like, "Corwin died to bring this to us." He's like, "And the Viceroy?" He's like, "We have to take him down." He's like, "Let's go." And you see him start to walk towards the city.
Oh, no.
Little man.
And he's not listening. He's just going. He's like, if you guys are following him, great. But so you've got about an hour's travel left to the city. And obviously over that time, if you catch up to him and everything, there'll be a little bit more calm.
Yeah.
He'll kind of follow, stay with you, but he's still pissed.
So we're still going back to the city. I guess we don't really have an option.
We don't have it.
And where else are we gonna go?
Okay.
I think we might want to. I don't know if this is. I don't know when do we know when this message was recorded?
No, there's really no indication. Obviously, his friend probably would have, as soon as he had it, would have come to you. So,
Yeah.
relatively recently, you would think, because you just saw the Viceroy. What, I guess in game, in world time was only really a few days back, right? I don't know, maybe half a week or a week back. So,
I think we just have to assume that there's a lot going on that we don't know, and that we are implicated in some stuff that we really don't want to be implicated in, and so I think that we need to be quick about what we handle, and we need to be quiet about how we handle it.
and that the Reaper's obviously been hunting you, right? You saw, although you haven't had any in a while, you had the what do you call it? Bounty hunters coming after you, right? But strangely enough, you haven't seen any recently.
Yep.
So,
Mm,
We keep it moving.
okay. So you get to the city. Yeah, go ahead.
The Dawn, like we go to the Dawn first, we drop off Fizzle, and then we go to the Collector. Yeah. So.
I think that makes the most sense.
Okay. So you get to the city gates and you see it's crowded. I mean, it's middle of the day now. It's a few hours, late morning type of thing. And it's crowded. It looks like an extra crowded day. You even see signs up that are like, the Grand Bazaar going on. It's like, and you know that this is like, when a lot of vendors are out on the streets and things like that. So it's like the city is going to be relatively crowded. It seems like it's kind of like a citywide festival type of thing where they'll have just different street vendors on different streets and things like that. And, the park areas have like, what do you call it? Like jugglers and things. It's just kind of a festival in the city, right? So that's kind of going on. So pretty crowded. Actually, pretty easy to get lost in the crowds if you want, right? So that type of a thing.
Anyone's gonna cast disguise self on him just to look like a normal. I'm gonna look like a orc this time
Cool.
and wrap the arm. Except I'm gonna look just like Kalon but blue.
All right. So you enter the city, no problem. You get through the gates and everything, and you're headed to Don Orcleone, you said?
Yeah, I think first,
yeah,
right?
to get
Makes sense.
Fizzle safe, I feel like after that, Axis is gonna have issues on where to go after that.
Okay. Yeah, so you make your way over to, and it takes a little while, right? Coming in through the kind of the west gates of the city. I assume you're going to go to the warehouse, like where he has the fight clubs, or are you going to go somewhere else?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Before-
you go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna make a suggestion before we get into the Dawn and like the next part of the session. I figured from like a mod's perspective, we have ads coming up. Maybe we could take our break
Yeah.
while they run and then
Smart.
finish.
See,
the-
right.
Thank you. You are now
Yeah.
officially promoted to stream manager, Rev. So awesome.
Oh, let's go!
We'll do that. All right, everybody. We'll be back in a few. All right, we are back. We left you on that fan art of Axis and Josie. Cool. All right, so you're back in the city, and you said you were heading to Don Orcleone. Okay, so you make your way over to the docks. And like I said, the streets, like even the whole path, it's crowded. I mean, there's some empty areas, right, where there's no, but then you walking by different vendors and stuff. It's like you just tell the whole city is crowded with everything. But you make your way over there and you get to the warehouse. And what are you doing?
Because it's middle of the day at this point, the fights aren't going to be going on. But we've gotten a message to him before to meet us here.
Yeah,
He's
and
also expecting us this time instead of like, last time when he didn't know.
and you
Does
see
the ring hold any weight here?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you see a couple of his guards, right, that are like near the warehouse door and everything like that. And they kind of see you and they're like, hang on a second. One of them goes inside. You don't even say anything. They recognize you, right? And like a minute later, he comes back on and like, all right, come on. The Don's expecting you. So, assume you follow him in and everything.
On in, dude.
And the warehouse, like you would imagine, right, during the day, I mean, you see a few of his people in there, but it's quiet. It's pretty empty. I mean, there's not much going on. A couple of guys sitting over by the bar, like basically like, having a couple of drinks and stuff like that. But that's about it, doing a little bit of gambling themselves. So one of the guys leads you to the back to Don Orcleone's office, the place you were at before. So he kind of goes in and he opens the door and Don's like, come on in. So he sees all of you with Fizzle. Go ahead.
Wait, did we send the guy here? Or did we send him to collect?
The Collector. The assassin went to the collector.
Right.
Okay.
We're bringing Fizzle back to Don to take care of him.
So do you say anything
Miss
as
Fizzle.
you enter or whatever? Okay, yeah. And he's like, yeah, thank you. And he looks at he's like, are you all right, my friend? And he's like, yes, they're great. Thank you, Don Orcleon, for sending these. Don't think anything of it. They came to me and said you were in danger. Well, it's the least I could do. It's like, you're not hurt, right? It's like, no, thank you. All right. And he looks at you all and he's like, you went onto my ground and brought my man off of it breathing. That's not nothing. I don't forget a thing like that. The good or the bad of it. Someone knew where to find a place that nobody knows. I'll be looking into that. You did your part.
Yeah, the whole operation was sort of fucked. So
I understand.
it's back. It's fine now.
We will take care of Fizzle. He will not be in any danger anymore. He's like, and I appreciate this. If there's anything you need from me, you need but ask. And if it is within my power to do it, I will do it.
Well, it'd be very useful if you basically if anyone comes like asking for us, if you could just
You want me to kill him?
No, I just you don't have to kill you don't have to kill him. I just mean don't say anything about it. It would be best if you
course.
just say
It's like, and he looks at you because you went like this, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just kidding."
Oh yeah, I can take care of him for you.
Like, he looks, and Fizzle kind of chuckles too. He's like,
I mean, if you have to kill them, if they seem sort of like dangerous and like a threat to us, maybe you kill them. But that's up to you. That's sort of whatever you want to do.
Katerina, I understand. It was a little joke. Or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. So he's like, "Thank you. I will not say anything." He goes, "And if you need anything, you know where to come. And if you find out any more information about Crimson Reaper, please let me know too."
When was the last time you saw the Viceroy, Don?
The new one or the old one?
Mm-hmm. New one.
Like, I don't know. Last I saw him was when he was a guard captain.
Okay.
That was only a few weeks ago. Why?
No reason. Just double checking. Trying to keep tabs on people.
And he kind of has a look at like, all right, well, if there's something I need to know. And he kind of looks over at Fizzle, and Fizzle just kind of goes. He's like, we will talk later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Not me.
All right. Then, if you would show friends out, please. He tells to his guard, and he's like, of course. He's like, and he kind of bids you, and then he goes and he's talking with Fizzle, and Fizzle's like, he pauses for, he's like, thank you. It's like, we'll talk again, I'm sure. Thank you so much.
Before like we get ushered out, I'll take the ring off and like put it on the desk or table or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. That might get me in trouble.
Then he looks and he's like, I was waiting for that. Thank you. All right.
Just secretly an air tag.
An air tag.
Yeah, right. He can track it. You know?
Could be.
Turn your Bluetooth off.
Right. All right. What's your next move?
Collect.
The collector.
Collector time. That weird fucking guy.
Okay.
Axis is actually wanting to go to Striker.
Okay. So what's
You wanna
go ahead.
Do they
First?
do they tell us that?
Yeah.
I'll kind of just like grab Awen by his non-tattooed elbow and be like, shouldn't we talk to Stryker?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that actually would. I don't know. Do you think it can wait until after the collector? Do you think it's important enough to do right now?
The Viceroy is dead, and he's been working with the Viceroy.
That's a good point. Maybe we could split. Maybe we could head over there while they get to the collector.
This was funny.
Awen splitting the party.
Hearing that, I'll just like, and raising, kind of like sit up straighter, and then like look to the rest of the group that have probably just been listening because Axis sucks at whispering. I'm gonna go check on Stryker first.
I think I'm going to join them as well.
I don't know if that's smart. I think we know that we're wanted in the city, and there's people sending people after other people to kill them for us. And then we're going to lower our numbers in the one place we know that there are enemies looking for us.
Well, and remember that you're not the city. It doesn't. The Duke Stryker had rescinded any. Like, you're not wanted in the city. The Crimson Reaper is after you, but you're no longer wanted in the city,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah,
you're free to come
Right.
and go.
No,
Yeah.
no. I was referring to the former.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I know
It's
it's
you.
not smart, but I also owe him my life.
I mean, we could all go together, and you could, if we want to stay as a group. Probably be important though.
If they got to the
Random.
Viceroy, then how do we know that they haven't got to him? We're going to be walking directly into this guy's like hands. I don't know. I don't think this guy, this Crimson Reaper, probably has much kin. I don't know. If you what are we going to do there?
I don't know, probably nothing. I just feel like I have to go check on him.
Okay. Whatever. What does anyone else think? Like, have we got any other thoughts?
I mean, this seems important to you, so let's just take the extra time, let him know, and then we go to the collector. It's fine.
I don't think we should split up. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. So you're heading to see Stryker, the Duke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So it takes, again, you're another part of the city, right? You're over on the dock, so you've got to kind of work your way around and everything. And so it takes you a little extra because you're working through this crowd and everything. And on the way, as you're walking by, you hear somebody go, Cat? Katerina Galeazzo? And you're in like this crowd, and this guy comes up to you and he's like, oh my God. He's like, Renzo Moretti from the Vale. We knew each other as kids. He's like, you're alive. We all thought, everyone said no one got out of your place. Do you remember me, folks? My folks ran the supply in Scalehaven. They ran the depot. You used to let me near the Drakes when no one else would.
Do I recognize this person, actually?
You do. It's like a childhood friend. They look older now. But, like, they were roughly your age, maybe a year younger or something like that. He's like, and he looks over at Gia.
Oh, my God.
And, like, he's like, it's one of the, and you see Gia come up and, like, sniff and, like, puts her head down a little bit and just, like, he's like, oh, and he, like, pets her, like, there's a recognition.
Oh my God. I grab him into like a hug.
And he hugs you. He's like, I can't believe this. I thought you were dead.
Listen, okay. I just grab him by the shoulders, I push him back. Listen to me. It's gonna be very hard to explain. It's great to see you.
Yeah.
It would be better if you didn't how do I explain this?
He's like, it's okay. And he's like, he goes, but it's funny that I run into you now of all times. Like, people back home have been talking about the old ranch burnings again. I don't know why, the Vale fires. Like, why
are they talking about it? Who is someone asking about it?
No, after all these years, my cousin wrote to me and said that that's all anyone in Scalehaven's been talking about lately. He didn't say why. He's just like, it's been brought up again. Somebody's been talking about it, and the Vale fire. He didn't give me any details, but it's just weird that I got that note, and then
don't do me a favor. Listen to me, and it's very important.
Okay.
I don't tell anyone that you saw me.
Sure.
And I need you to just trust me on this. It's better if you just carry on thinking that I'm dead.
Well, okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry. I really don't have time to explain it right now. But if I get to talk to you again, we'll sit down and we'll have a beer and we'll talk about it. But I just can't right now.
Okay. And he kind of tells you that he's in the city. He's like, well, if you ever, I'm staying over here, and he kind of gives you where his address is. He's like, I'm merchant. I just go back and forth and do stuff here. That's great. I have a great day, and it's so good to see you. You made my day. It's like, Cat, and he just gives you kind of a hug at the end and just take care. And he's like, and so I didn't get a chance to meet all of you, but take care of her. She's good people. She's my friend. And he kind of waves and turns around.
Take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself.
I will. And that's it.
Okay. Anyways.
We insight check the guy that just left to see if he was on the up and up.
You can, but I will literally tell you that if you rolled anything, yes, you get the impression that he is just like completely honest. And Kat, you get that impression, and obviously Gia did too. Like Gia knew him, so
Gia's a good vibe check.
Kat, who is that?
It's it's from back home. It's someone when I was like a kid, like I was really little. We don't have time to talk about this. We should really go to Stryker, right? Like we could talk about it later if you guys want to, but
we'll talk about it if you want to talk about it. There's no rush.
Okay.
Don't worry.
It's fine. I think most people from my hometown think that I'm not around like that, which is good for us. So, should we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Above table question.
Sure.
Nat, would Kat have told us what town she was from in the past year of knowing her?
No. I think she's incredibly dodgy about it. I think you just know that she grew up on a ranch, and that's probably all you know. I don't think you know what she told Kaelon. She never told to any of you guys about her ranch burning down and stuff. I think it was incredibly weird, and anytime someone does recognize her, she gets kind of uncomfortable just because she doesn't. Yeah, like she just doesn't. She was very weird when I think it was Stryker recognized her. Because of the connection to the Masarian Rangers, and she was like not happy about it. She was happy to see this person, like genuinely. She was like, "Oh my god!" when she realized who it was, like fond memories. But she was weird about Stryker.
Would we be able to do history checks on the town name or the event that was called?
Oh, cut out for a second. We lost Belle for a second.
We did.
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
There.
You're back?
You're back.
Go. Yeah.
You're back.
I would just say with the name drop of the town and then the Veil Fires, could we do a hidden check?
So I'll give you a little bit of a geography that most people would be aware of, right? So there's the Rakiposhi Mountains are kind of on the western border of the realm, all right? Just beyond the Rakiposhi Mountains, and they're part of the realm, but they're like just at the border, is the Ember Hollow Vale, which is kind of a, it's part of the mountains, but there's like basically a nice little area, like grass and trees. It's like a big area in there, and there's a town called Scalehaven, and then surrounding it is ranches and wilderness and everything, and the area is known because they do raise drakes in the area. That's the Ember Hollow Vale. So most people would be familiar with the geography, though you might not know details, right?
And you could probably assume, given the fact that if you know they raise drakes from that area, and that you know that Kat grew up on a ranch, that she's like from that area because of Gia.
So. All right. So you continuing on to Striker?
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay. So you get to the keep. Again, it was crowded on the way there. Once you get onto the grounds of the keep, it's less crowded. There's actually a few merchants and stuff on the keep grounds and everything. And, you recognize it as you get closer to the castle, which is where Wes exploded. You see like another little piece of wood off to the side or something. Fake Wes.
Oh, good, they're mulching.
That's right. It's mulch. There's a little tree growing off on the side near
It's
where.
gonna save us thousands of dollars.
That's right. But yeah, no, you make your way in, and you kind of go through all the formalities, and you get to the throne room, and it looks very much the same as it was. It's just busy. Again, there's more dust on the throne back there. You tell he just doesn't use it. This is like a giant command center to Stryker. So. He's like, all right. He's like, well, he sees you and he's like, come in. Like, and he just looks because he's super busy. He's like, well, like, hey, looks like you're in one piece and nobody's burned down the city yet this week. So by current standards, that makes you my favorite people in it. It's like, so sit, tell me what you need. Don't dress it up. I'm super busy.
Are we like in that same private?
Yeah, like the
room that
throne
we were in?
room area, right? So you've got like some privacy there if you need it. He just kind of waves people off.
Yep, I'll kind of just like get up there and be like, "Oh, your viceroy is dead," and I'll kind of look over at Wes.
He's like, dead. He's like,
Gonna have to take their word for it.
Yeah, they're on that down.
Bitch.
and he looks and he's like, that's interesting you say it. He's been missing for the past couple of days. And I've had folks out looking for him, but no one's come back yet. What do you mean he's dead? Did you find him?
Not exactly.
He's like, what do you mean?
Just gonna look at Access. We
saw it.
we saw a projection of it.
A projection?
He
like a like a crystal, like a message crystal?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have this? Do you have the crystal? Can I see it?
No, we don't have it anymore.
Who killed him?
I'm still looking at Wes.
And as I say that, like, I just like I'm picturing I'm near enough Wes. Like, I just kind of like behind him, kind of just like tap him in the back with like something, or like as I walk by him nonchalantly, just like nudge him, like as if after I say that to be like, don't fucking show him anything. We don't like.
He's like, who killed him?
Now that we can tell you. Well, I think I don't know. I kind of want to take a back seat here. This is your guy.
It was the
Let-
Crimson
I'm
Reaper.
gonna let Axis and Awen kind of.
The Crimson Reaper.
Yeah.
So you saw him do this? How did you see the? He's like, and you see that like he's like not confused, but he's got a million things going through his head. He's like, you saw a recording of the Crimson Reaper killing the Viceroy, and he's like,
Yes. And before you
Whoa.
ask, we didn't see a face. It was just a cloak,
what can
2 black hand scythes across the chest.
a cloak? What color? What can you describe the cloak?
Blood red?
All right. And he calls somebody over. He's like, hey, come here. And he tells him, he basically gives him the description. And he's like, I want to put that out there. Anybody who sees anything, anybody matching this description, they are to be immediately reported here and arrested and brought in. Yes, of course, sir. You know, he basically puts out like an APB out for this guy, right?
Yeah.
And you saw nothing. There's no other descriptions. You didn't see a face, you said?
He never turned his face towards it. Their face, whatever.
Well, this is the first
All I know
actual
is sometime.
confirmation that I've actually heard that the Reaper exists. Up to this point, there's been no confirmation whether he was a real person or an image that somebody has put out there. All right, what do you need from me?
There's something a little bit more information you might want to know. He was executed by the Crimson Reaper because he wouldn't reveal where he wouldn't reveal our location. Well, more specifically, their location. And he kind of points back to the 4 behind us.
It's like, then he died a hero. That will be known. Thank you. He's like, all right. He's like, what else do you need? Is there anything I can do to help you?
Information, if you have it, not necessarily now, unless you have it, great. But ultimately, if you can get a message to us when you find out any more information, that would.
All right. He's like, I thank you. And you heard him tell the captain, the guard, to keep it quiet, but to tell the guards to look for folks. And he looks at that, and he looks at you and goes, you did the right thing bringing this to me. He's like, now do the harder thing, and don't tell anyone else. And watch yourselves, whoever that is. They questioned a Viceroy about you by name before they killed him. Be careful. We don't know what he knows. We know he doesn't know where you are, but we don't know what else he knows. Let me know if you need anything else. And if I hear of any more information, I will bring it your way.
I feel
Okay.
like towards the end of that, Axis will kind of like do the assume pose of like, okay, yeah, our reporting is done.
Yeah.
And then like turn to leave. And
Okay.
then right before they do, they'll give him a light sucker punch to the bicep. And then leave.
to Striker?
But it's like bro, it's like bro
Right.
hit.
Yeah. And he just kind of smiles. He's like, ow. He kind of laughs. He's like, get out of here.
You're getting soft.
Yeah. He's like,
A1
I'm
sees
getting
that,
old.
and then A1 sees that and then just looks at Striker and goes, bye. And just walks away.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, taking off out of the keep, where are you headed?
Collector now, I guess.
Now
El
the collector, yeah.
Collector.
Collector Reno.
Okay. All right. So you're on there, and you know this whole thing, the walking around, everything that's going on and stuff. This is taking you a few hours to do all this, right? Because the city is just very crowded right now and everything. You make your way over. Maybe it's another 20, 25-minute walk from the keep over to where the collector is. And as you get in that area, you see that area is just, there's a bunch of vendors and everything, right? Like in that area, like where the shop, where the collector's shop is, it's off to the side and everything. There's like the street is kind of shut down to carts and horses and everything. And there's vendors lining the streets and stuff. And so as you're walking through and everything, you actually walk by, kind of through these cart and these like vendor cart areas. And one cart kind of that you walk by has these like odds and ends, old coins, scrap charms, salvaged metal, and on it you see this like half buried, like a palm sized, like a little totem sitting there, right? And it's kind of it's like burnt reddish black silver, scorched looking metal that catches the light kind of weird. The shape is like it's in it like an infernal, like a coiled horned hell marked sigil thing, right? It looks like dead, right? Yeah, that type of a thing. As you walk by, a couple folks walk by, and as Josie walks by it, you see that there's like a faint, dry rattle starts up inside of it. And it's like something loose kind of shifting inside, but yet there's no like moving parts. And you see it like give this like little bit of almost like a glow, but almost not. It just starts rattling and making like a noise and stuff. And the vendor turns at the sound, sees the totem lit up, like it starts glowing even more as Josie gets closer, looks up at Josie, and you see this vendor, their eyes go wide and they just stare at Josie, and not at your face exactly, but like almost like through you, right? Like color like drains from them. And then they fast and like they just kind of start sweeping up some of their goods, and they goes, "Impossible. You can't be back. You can't be back." And then like muttering to themselves, grabs their stuff and like runs off through the crowd.
Oh.
Listen up, Gabe.
Yeah.
Did they leave the totem there?
Yeah, totem's sitting there.
I'm gonna yoink it.
Okay. And as you grab it, it's like rattling. Like as you grab it, it's almost hard for you to hold because it's like rattling so much.
I mean,
Look at Josie and I'm like, we should chase them. We should stop them, right?
Stop him from what?
And by the time you say that, you can make a perception check, but they're gone into the crowd. This is a huge crowd, so do it at disadvantage.
Why would we chase him? He's just crazy or weird.
I didn't know who that man was.
More importantly, what the fuck is that?
I rolled a natural 1, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm pointing at the rattling.
I used
totem.
restore balance to get rid of disadvantage. I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Hey, let's go.
So
Jesus.
you
So 21 total.
Yeah, you see the person and they are off through the crowd. You are tracking them, but
How far away?
they're going at this point, by the time that little conversation and everything happened, probably 60, 70 feet away. I mean, they're working through the crowd, and there's a crowd between you all. So it would take time to get to them for sure.
Cool. I will first do moment to think,
Mhm.
and everything freezes, and I will take a couple steps towards them and very stealthily cast hold person on them.
Okay. All right.
And it is a DC 18 wisdom save.
Okay. They make the wisdom save.
What? Wild.
I rolled an 18 and had to make sure they didn't have any negative to it. Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
So it didn't
enough.
hold.
But it did person.
It did, but
That
it
was
did.
so
first.
bad.
I wasn't
Let's
able to get good enough set on that one. I wasn't able to concentrate on the spell well enough. And
Yeah.
Well, is that a problem? That they think they recognize you?
I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
By back. It said you're back. You can't be back already.
No, I can't because I've never been here before. So I don't know. Maybe he was just a
It's like
confused, racist old man. I don't know. Probably mistake me for the other tiefling in Bloodstone's Inn.
So you have this thing
Uh-huh.
rattling in your hand. I mean, and
Yeah.
it's like almost hard
Yeah.
to hold, like I said, for you. So
So do I guess does it stop if I put it in my bag or something?
no, it's a little less if you put it in your bag. If you try to walk away from it, it gets less until you get, say 10
What?
feet away,
All right,
and then
well,
it
I
stops.
we
guess
should
Why
take
are we-
it to the collector.
Well, why are we picking up random shaking totems? What is going on?
I don't know. It seems like drawn to me. It's fine, whatever. And then I'll just put it back. Like whatever. It's gonna be annoying in my bag anyway,
Okay.
and just leave it.
And as you take a step away, it just goes back down to normal.
What is going on?
You know as well as I do.
Can
Does
I
anybody else
insight
try
check?
to grab it?
Can I go up and touch it?
Yeah. You that's what you do.
Boop. I go boop.
Nothing happens.
I pick it up.
It's just a totem. It looks like a piece of junk to you, basically.
I hold it closer to Josie.
As you get it closer, it starts rattling. Yeah, it's like as you get it further, it
we
stops.
understand
As
how
you
this works.
so basically from about
Okay, you don't
10
need to be a dick
feet,
about it.
maybe
Kayla.
between 10 and 15 feet out, it starts rattling, and then as she gets right next to it, it's like it's just shaking like crazy, and there's a slight glow to it.
Do you really want this thing?
I guess not. I don't care.
I'll
Like,
hang on
okay.
to
she
it.
almost
Okay,
just
I
looks
was
kind
gonna-
of.
Why don't we?
I was
Why don't we
gonna
take
say
it to the collector?
I was gonna say
we
we
know
know
a guy
why
who
it's
might know what this is.
all right.
She's-
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna open my bag. Take one apple out. Take another apple out. All right, and then I put the
Could
apples
just
back.
eat
All
one.
right.
All
it's it.
right.
Josie just almost kind of just seems irritated by this whole interaction.
Right.
Wait, can I roll it? Can I do an? I want to do an
Maybe we
insight. I
can
rolled
make
an insight
applesauce
check,
in that bag.
Okay.
Stand
Josie.
next to Josie.
and I rolled.
If I stand,
a-
I'm gonna get a nice puree if I stand next to Jim.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
Yeah.
a little ninja.
You got
fruit blender.
applesauce.
I
rolled
got
a-
my
I rolled-
applesauce.
Fucking applesauce. I rolled a 21 on insight because I want to know if she's being like does she is she actually like she actually has no clue? Like, does she seem genuinely like I don't know who the fuck that is and I don't know what's happening, or does she seem like she's like trying to push the conversation on because she doesn't want to talk about it because there is something wrong?
Yeah, she genuinely because yeah, that's a really high roll. She genuinely seems clueless. Like the irritation almost like she likes knowing things, and the irritation definitely seems to stem from like not knowing what's going on.
Mhm.
And almost just like irritatingly unwell at the fact that somebody recognizes her
Right.
and not knowing
Okay.
why.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Collector?
I got
Are we
it, yeah,
expecting
we'll
any
take it
more
to the
interesting
collector.
encounters out of way here, guys? Anyone want to speak up now? Or
I mean, I might run into some of my high school best friends, but
Yeah, it's the
we'll cross that bridge when
reunion.
we get there. It's the reunion festival, so it might happen.
All right. So you head to the collector's shop then?
is there,
Did anyone end up grabbing the totem, or did we leave it there?
It's in my bag. With
okay.
the apples.
It's
Making
making
applesauce.
applesauce.
Noted.
It's making
Yes,
applesauce
yes.
as we speak. As I stand
Vibrating the
next to light.
apples.
Cool. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, only if you put it near Josie. though. Hey, could you hang on to this for a while?
Guys, this is like a back massager.
Ooh,
Well, now.
actually, you might be back onto something.
All right, I know where you're going.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah. Okay, so
No, I wasn't going there. I was now I've gone there.
this crowd exactly. So, nice.
All right,
Nice.
guys, I think I'm gonna go back with Les. And
Oh,
What do you mean? You're already there.
yeah, right. Okay, so you enter the shop and you see the same attendant behind the counter as you always do, and he waves you up the stairs. Doesn't even say anything, just kind of waves you up the stairs.
We're regulars.
Yep.
At this point.
And yeah, you note basically as you walk up the stairs and you take the knock on the door, and so the door basically it almost begins to open before you knocked, right? It was like almost expecting you. And upon stepping into the gallery, you notice that Sebastian Morcant, the collector, is already looking at you. And kind of the way someone would look at a page he's already finished reading. And he goes, you found him alive. And you sent me the one who was taking him apart, rather than leaving him in a cellar to be useful to no one. That was well done. Not merely competent, considered. And then he pauses for a second, and he's like, so, what else did you find out?
What else did we find out? We did what you said.
Did you find out anything from the defector?
I was just looking at everyone.
I'm
Like,
I'm like Wes. I'm looking at Wes.
What?
And he's like, well,
Did you see
come now.
something?
Look at
He's like,
me.
and he looks at your pause, at your hesitation. He's like, come now. I think we're beyond that. If I believe I can trust you to let me know what he says. Otherwise, I will have to ask Don Orcleone for the information, but I'd prefer not to.
well,
Why is everyone looking at me? What? Just 'cause I need my amulet.
Because
fine, fine.
he's a weird dude. You're a weird little dude. Okay, come on.
I feel like you're all making weird faces and like I don't
So
really make I don't have any facial like muscles.
Are you all
I'm just
looking
standing there.
at Wes, like outwardly, like that he would
no. I'm not looking at Wes. I'm just waiting
not
for
looking
someone
at Wes.
else.
you were or weren't?
I wasn't.
No.
No. Okay. So, and he's like, anything. Did he give you anything useful?
Yeah. Well,
I really
well,
don't
he
wanna
said
tell him, but
that, that he was only just like a handler before.
Mhm.
And that he didn't really know, like when he sent us to kill the Duke before, that he didn't know why.
did he ask
or something.
if Fizzle told us anything?
Yes, that's what he was asking for. Is if
No,
Fizzle
Fizzle
Yeah.
didn't tell us anything really.
Hmm.
Nope. From Fizzle, not really. Nope.
Did he mention
Nope,
any
never heard that guy.
names or
Please
anything?
don't reword that question.
Did he asked you?
Well-
He like, did he mention any names or anything? No. All right.
No, not really.
Well,
Okay. No.
he's like, well, I've had some.
Yeah, honestly, Fizzle knew way less. Just kind of hoping Fizzle would know.
Heard no rumors or anything.
Well,
From
he
Fizzle?
said a bunch
Oh,
about like
Fizzle.
he said a bunch about like being a handler and stuff about, but it was like not,
Hmm.
it was like
Hmm.
gossipy. I don't know, like just normal. Wasn't anything important.
He
Are
did
you
say that they
sure?
would use names like brother, sister, father, mother.
All right.
Uh,
Right? He
Oh,
said
yeah.
he said they have a big network of like people, all over the place, very discreet, not drawing attention to
All
anything.
right. Any special
Said he got
jobs
some
or anything that he had overheard, or he's looking for anything, right? He's trying to put like anything that he may have said together with anything that the collector might know, right? And he's still gonna, he hasn't told you yet anything that he may have gotten from the assassin you sent over, but
He was talking about overhearing some conversations in places that he shouldn't have been by these people. Talking about a prophet and a chosen one.
interesting. Anything else?
That was one of the conversations he heard.
Anything else from Fizzle? No.
All right. Well, we'll.
Is there something you were hoping?
No,
you
I'm
would
just
hear from
curious.
Fizzle?
I'm trying to get as much information and tie it together with what the assassin may have given me. I'm still working on him. But what I've found out is that the marked man was more of a hand and not a head. He knew the contract and the shape of things above him, but very little else, which is the point of men like him. But hands report to someone, and there was a sister in this. I got that much out of him. Not above him, of course. And he kind of pauses. He's like, a name is forming. I do not have it clean, and I will not hand you half a thing. Give me a little time. When you come back, I expect that I will have it for you shortly, and then we can proceed from there. Until then, you have not heard even this much. Not the sister, not the shape of her. A wrong question asked too early travels farther than you would like. We must keep this between us. And he kind of pauses there. Now he looks over at Kalon, and he senses something about you. And he's like, Kalon, you're different. And he looks down at the blade hilt and goes, The corruption's escalation velocity is faster than I believed it would be. Much faster. This is Zenith work, I believe. It's not
You
mine.
sent us to get it. If you knew it was Zenith this whole time, you sent us there, and you probably knew exactly what it would do to me.
And he's looking at you. He calmly looks at you. He pauses while you talk. He doesn't even move. He just looks at you, and then he continues after you calm.
And like Kalon's like,
And he's like, that's what I'm talking about. It should not be moving like this. I believe you want the city's arcane authority, and quickly. And then he knows, and he looks over at Awen and goes, Awen, you have a close relationship with the Archmage of the city, do you not? Perhaps you might ask Eminor's help on your colleague's behalf. I imagine she will listen to you. But Kalon, I wouldn't wait too long. And when you have taken care of this, hopefully I will have more information. It is an interesting job, one I quite enjoy, trying to get the information out of our marked man. Is there anything else?
Okay. Well, do we want the thing we found? Maybe. Josie, we want to ask about that?
I kind of look at Awen, who has the totem.
You're like,
Yeah, sorry.
rifling through apples.
Get a roll for applesauce.
and he looks at you curiously.
That's a net 20.
Ear mots. Cinnamon.
Delicious.
So go ahead.
Do you
You
know what
pull.
this is?
You
And
you.
I'm gonna hold it like this, and then I'm just gonna like put it right next to Josie, and I'm gonna put it away.
And he
Just
just
do that a couple of times.
and he looks
You know
and
what
he's
this-
like, it seems to be a trinket. And he's like, that is detecting something. And he looks over at Josie. Something special about you. Interesting. He's like, may I see it?
Sure.
And he doesn't take it from you, but he goes, and one of his assistants comes up and takes it from you.
Oh.
He waited for you to hand it. You hand it to him, and he brings it over to Morkant, and he takes it and he's looking at it, and he's like, He's like, well, I've seen some things like this in the past. Usually it's simple, base-level magic. It can be used to enchant any item to detect anything, but this one seems perhaps special. I would be curious if it detected and reacted this way to more than just Josephine. Obviously, it doesn't react to you, Awen. I assume the rest of you tried it.
Actually, we didn't.
He gives it back to his person, his assistant, and he brings it back over to Awen. Well, he's like, let me know if it reacts to anyone else in your travels. Obviously amongst your party, but of course anyone else. He's like, and Josephine, I will look into this as well. Perhaps about you and your background. That's very interesting. I'll see what I can find.
Oh, you mean you don't already know everything about me?
Well, not everything.
Just give him a big sarcastic smile.
Right. And he just kind of smirks as well. Anything.
Awen's just gonna go up to Kat with it, just like look around, and then it's gonna go up to Kalon.
Yep.
Then go to Kalon's sword. then he's gonna go up to Wes. It's vibrating. Oh, Wes is always next to Josie. Okay, never mind. Wes is good.
And it doesn't react when you go up to everyone. It doesn't react to anybody except Josie in the party, at least. Okay. And obviously, it didn't react to the collector or his assistant either.
Yeah.
So he goes, I will hopefully have something soon. In the meantime, I would suggest you look into the challenge you're having with that blade.
Okay.
And he's, farewell. And he turns around and he's doing something else. And a couple of his assistants kind of come up to you like they're waiting, but they're gently like nudging you towards the door.
They're like, shoo shoo. Shoo shoo.
Right.
I'm going to turn to Awen, just be like, who is this person? Where are they? Okay, can we be action on this? Can we do something about this?
I mean, yes, but manners are also appreciated during this. She is the head of the college, and also a previous Paragon. So, I would recommend being a little bit more, well, maybe being a little less cunty about all of this. And he's just gonna walk out.
God damn.
Ken's just going to turn to everyone and just like kind of like glare and then just like leave and follow Awen.
girls are fighting.
I
The
know.
girls are fighting.
Don't fight, kiss.
All right.
Fight then kiss.
Strangers to friends to enemies to lovers.
Write the book
That
now.
part.
So what's the plan then here? You obviously leave there. Are you heading? Where are you heading? What are you doing?
I mean, I want to go.
It seems.
See this person.
Yeah, it seems like the precedence was like because it's midday, right? Like
Yeah, and it's getting to be into the afternoon now. I mean, it's, you've spent a lot of time traveling around the city talking to different people, right? So it's getting to be into that kind of mid-afternoon now. So
yeah, so yeah, it seems like the precedent and right now is to see if we can stop by the college.
Yeah.
Unless anyone opposes.
Good with me.
Kalon does not oppose.
All right. Then I'm leading everyone to the college.
okay.
We're going to school.
So you head over there, and it takes you again. It's the other side of the city. You're kind of in the trade, district area. You walk over to the college. Not quite as far as some of the other ones you've done, but and you walk into the main hall, that main library that you've been in several times, Awen. And they know you there, right? I mean, you had spent some time there right after everything went down with the Duke, the former Duke. And as you enter, you see your old friend Eminor's assistant, Genevieve, greets you. She's like, Awen, it's good to see you.
Hey, how's it going, Genevieve? How's everything been? I haven't been around in damn near a week now. What have I missed?
I know. Well, not much. There's, as you can see, everything's going on in the city right now. Is there something I can help you with? Did you need to see Eminora?
Yes. I have a week's worth of information, questions, and theories to run by her. So,
Okay.
I was wondering if she would see an audience with me and my compatriots back here.
Yeah, of course. Wait here a moment, and I'll let her know you're coming, and then yes, I'll come down and fetch you. And you see her disappear, and then a few minutes later, she's like, yes. She reappears, and she goes, here, come with me, and she kind of makes a little circle, on the ground, and step into the circle, please.
It feels weird at first, but you get used to it. Come on, and I just walk right in.
Yep.
Okay.
Follow.
All right. Once everybody's in, you disappear and reappear up on the right outside of the Archmage's office. And Awen, you remember this as the office you broke into in the first campaign that Genevieve had brought you to go rescue Eminora. And this time, the door is open, and you see Eminora. It's much cleaner than when you saw it last, at least during that. And she gets up. Awen, welcome. It's been a while since I've seen you. How are you?
It has it has been a while. I have so many great stories. I have so many great stories to tell you. I have a lot of great theories.
All right.
For some amazing salves with a certain fruit variety, but we'll talk about that later. And I have stumbled upon a group of. He just turns around and looks at everyone. Very interesting people.
Oh, all right.
Axis is holding the wall and dry heaving because he teleported again and doesn't like it.
And she looks at you and goes, are they as interesting or more so than your last group?
By far more.
Ah.
and then he leans in and goes, the shortest one, I have lots of theories on that we simply have to talk about.
I think Cat's short.
Yeah, the shortest
think
one's
actually-
Cat.
Right.
Cat shorter than Wes?
Wes
think
is
so.
4
3
feet,
Wes
I'm
is
4
4
feet.
Wes
Yeah.
is 4 feet. Cat is 3
Okay.
feet.
I'm a
I grew a
gnome.
foot after blowing up.
Yeah,
I'm a gnome.
he used to
Quite
be
the
shorter.
accomplishment.
Then I'll say, the one next to the shortest one we need to talk about over.
And she's like, all right. She kind of
shortest.
chuckles,
The
and then
one
she
that's
looks
made
up.
of wood.
She looks up
Yeah.
at everybody. She's like, welcome to the college.
My
It's-
most notable physical feature being the second shortest, not being made of wood.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if it was like weird to be like the wooden one. I didn't know if that was going to be kind of like taken racially. Like I didn't want to get in trouble.
Right. Like,
Oh,
You
wait,
know?
yeah.
Like
Is
you
the
know,
quickest adjective in this case.
Right.
exactly. But overall, we have a lot to talk about, but we kind of have a situation with this one, and points to Kalon.
All right.
More in particular, that, and without even looking, just points to the sword.
And she looks.
I'm just
on.
gonna like as he looks, I'm just gonna kind of be listening to this, and like Kalon's kind of like just listening to him talking about like his salves and his apples and like the shortest one, and then he's like, I just pull the sword out, and I'm like, do you know what this is?
And she's just going.
See, that's part of what I was talking about. That's the, yeah.
And she looks at the sword, and looks at you, Kalon, and looks at Awen. And she's like, interesting. And she looks at Kalon and goes, I'm guessing that you can't relinquish it to anyone.
No, I can't.
All right. And she's very calm. She's like, please come in, have a seat. If
He just sit.
if you
just walks
don't,
in and he kind of like looks at the seat, but
Yeah.
it's like,
if you are able, and you wish to put it on the table in front of you, I can examine it. I won't touch it.
and then he's gonna try and put it on the table.
As long as you're near it, you can set it down on the table, right? And you feel a little bit of a pull, like it feels uncomfortable to not have it in your hand. But it's okay. And she comes and she's looking at it. And she's, And after a little while, she's like, this is not arcane. This is divine and old. It has been made to do something it was never meant to do. Now, in the meantime, while she's looking at this, right, Kalon, you also notice similar, they're not the same, but similar markings on Eminora, but they're like dormant, right? And you recognize the type of markings similar to Awen's. So you can tell that she was also a paragon, as Awen had said. But it's only one kind of markings, whereas Awen has the two of them, right? The first ones that are different color, and now these gold ones that have emerged. So she continues. She goes, she goes, yes, it looks like zenith work. I would know the craft anywhere, and it is. She kind of looks like puzzled. She goes, arguing with itself? And looks, where did this come to you?
Zenith Temple, not far from here, maybe a couple hours north.
And she continues on. She's like, it is fracturing. And she's examining it more, and she goes, and it answers to intent. She goes, the more it is turned to killing, the more it leans that way on its own. This is strange. The more it is held back, refused, spent on mercy, the more it settles. You've been feeling agitated. You've been feeling it pulling at you, haven't you, Kalon?
Yes, I have. What can you do? What does all this mean?
It
What
is
are you
real.
able to do about this?
And she looks at you and she goes, it is real and it is climbing, but it is not beyond your hand. Restraint is not nothing here. It is the only break you have. And she looks at you for a moment. She steps back from the sword and she goes, well, I can quiet it. Not heal it, but I can quiet it. This will hold the worst of it back for a while. Understand me, a while. It will fray, and when it frays, it will move faster, because I am pressing against something that wants to move. When it happens, do not come back to me for a stronger version of this. This is all I can do. And she's looking and she's like, what I've done is an arcane slight against a divine wound. The wound itself is the faith's to heal, or a faith's, not mine. If anyone in this city can do more than quiet it, it is the High Cleric at the Sun Cathedral, Agathon. Archbishop Agathon. He is a good man, by every account I have. If you go to him, tell him Eminora sent you if it helps. He may be able to do something with this. He would know better than I. In the meantime, and Dave, I'm going to give you a PDF file that contains the details of the curse on the sword and how you can control it and its effects on you. All right? What you see is,
Quick question.
Yep, go ahead.
Sun Cathedral was where we went episode 1?
Correct. And it's the main cathedral in the city, right? And the Mistaran Rangers went there in the first campaign to heal Zale's father. And, there was you've been there a couple times. And Awen, you've actually talked to the Archbishop before. But as far as the blade goes, and, again, so Eminor is basically saying there's only so much she can do. She can kind of give you this and show you how to quell it. But that's about it. Now, like I said, I will give you this. And what happens is there are 5 levels of corruption. Currently, you are at level 4. But she has calmed it. She has managed to calm it down back down to level 1, which is its default level. Okay? Which the corruption in the blade is what you see, like the baseline, the issues that you see, like when you have the, roll for this and it might cause this backlash, right? That's the natural corruption. So I'll send you this PDF. It kind of shows you what you have to do and how to do this and everything like that. So you'll have all that information. But that's it. And so she basically says, yeah, that's what she can do.
Does this also have any effect on Kalon's demeanor?
A little,
level 1 corruption.
Yeah, a little bit, right? I mean, the level 1 is okay, right? You feel that pull. It's like what you initially saw. As it was getting higher, you are feeling this more and more. But now she quelled it down, so she was able to just with that little bit of magic and kind of explanation, and she kind of taught you a few things how to calm down. You actually feel a lot better. You feel almost the way you originally did when you got the blade.
Okay.
And that's it.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
If he's being affected by a curse, can we not just run to the local cleric or whatever and pay for a remove curse spell or something? Is it not just that simple?
And she's like, I understand it's not that simple though. This is much more powerful than that. This is ancient magic. And yeah, and let's see. And she's like, see what you can do. She goes, but I will also continue to research it. And an artifact like this has a provenance, and provenance is kind of a map. Give me some time, and with my references and stronger holding, I can prepare properly. I will send you a message, or you can come back perhaps in a few days, and we'll see if I can find anything. I will attempt that. In the meantime, perhaps you can see the Archbishop and see if he has anything that he can do.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. And Awen, don't be a stranger. Let's talk soon.
Yeah, definitely. Depending on how the rest of this evening goes, maybe I can stop by and we can discuss some other matters that have come across my path.
All right. And then,
I mean, do you want to
Yep.
take some time now? Because we're probably just going to go to like a tavern. Do we have anything else we're doing today? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
because we're approaching afternoon, correct?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like midday. Say, probably 3-ish, something like that. 3, 4-ish, something like that.
I mean, it depends. What do we want to try to stop by this temple to get more answers? Are we stopping at a tavern and just calling it a rest of the day? Like, seems like if we're trying to get all of this under control, it seems like we still have a few more things we could do.
Yeah, with all due respect, Eminora, it does feel like for Kalon, this is just a band-aid on a bigger situation. And the longer we wait, the worse it'll get.
Yeah.
And she goes, yes, that's true. And that's why I would suggest that you see the Archbishop when you can. See if he can do anything. This should hold for a while, though. And Kalon, with the information that I've given you, you should be able to control much of it yourself.
Look, I appreciate everything you've done. This has helped more than you know. So thank you.
Of course. And with that, I think we'll end today's session.
Oh, God.
All right. So, everybody out in chat, everybody here, we will hopefully maybe get one in the end of next week, but we'll figure it out behind the scenes and we will announce it. So, thank you all for watching tonight, and thank you guys for playing, and we'll see everybody next time.
Thank you, Den.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you, Dan.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
Dan.